Sorry. Sorry. Oh my god. We're moving away the things that might actually... Alright, you guys keep the water in your mouths, please. 1, 2... Ready? Oh, that felt kind of good.
Okay, it's at 20. I told you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Okay, can I put it up to... Okay.
I want more. Oh, that's kind of nice. Ooh. Oh, it woke me up.
Take it off! Take it off!
No!
I'm turning this
My collar!
Alright, this is
my collar!
Pet dog!
Fuck! I broke my computer screen. I broke my computer. This is my computer now. Okay, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on this. I'm gonna work on this. I don't have anger issues.
Distraction? There's no distractions going on here. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, I got this. I got this.
I don't know. We're not putting them. You're using my One Piece books. You're not reading them anyway. You're not reading them anyway. You're never gonna read them.
Andrea took my One Piece books and she put them under her DJs. Andrea, use your own
Don't
books.
even read them. You have 40 books and you don't read. You don't read.
But can we talk about something? Why is it this photo? Why does everybody have a fantastic photo and this is a screenshot from a random PCL stream when they used to make us wear the little golf shirts that don't even make sense? I'm not even looking at the camera. What is this? What photo do you want? Oh, well, I would love the same photo I have on Instagram and Twitter. Wait, did we change? Oh! We did it! Yeah! Hell yeah! Hey! Who made me 37, you asshole? Whoa! What are you doing? You came.
So again, for the context, try to read Jen Shahade. Shahadi article from... Fight.
Mouth slip.
Okay.
I slipped.
Okay.
Didn't mean to ruin the moment.
Scared the shit of me.
Yeah, my bad.
Question, trap question. Who are strong in this position, bishops or knights?
Well, you said it was a trick question, so even though it's an open, typically bishops are stronger in open positions. But Dina said it's a trick question, so the answer is knight.
The trap in the trick question was that there was no trap.
Wow! Who does this? What type of cruel game is this? You see me when I'm down and you continue beating me.
Looks like 339,000 now in the pot.
I'm calling it right now. This is a queen.
No queens.
I will literally tip you $20,000 if you put a queen in. 20 grand.
Even Magic can't do that. And Botez again. Are you kidding me?
Top 100 female poker earners.
That's it. Did you crack it just now?
I really need help.
With what?
I'm running late and I've been trying for 10 minutes to put on my shoes and I have used every muscle.
Ask Vila.
No, he doesn't. I need you to pull my please. I'm so
Not
late.
during this game.
No, I need
I'm not during this game.
All you have to do is pull.
Vila's right there.
Vila doesn't have the muscle it
Yes,
takes.
he does.
Please, I can't put on my
Andrea,
shoes.
Vila can help you put on your shoes.
No, you don't understand.
Andrea.
You know what?
This is why we... Andrea, I blundered! Get out of here! Andrea! No respect for my rating grind.
You know what I think about when I think about you?
I don't want to know.
I think about the time I got you to buy at 2 a.m. in the morning. Anna, there is some bread in the apartment. It's a little moldy, but you can just cut off the mold. My grandma used to tell me that mold is good for your stomach.
That's what grandpa would do.
And then, you know, the funniest thing was, oh, by the way, Anna, I'm not sure why, I've had a little bit of stomach issues.
Sorry. It's okay.
Pizda mercy.
Sorry.
Stop.
So, how's it going, Andrea?
Did you hit your goal today? Okay,
Welcome everybody to this delightful morning, or call it a morning, call it a night. I am your host, Women's Grandmaster Dina Belenke, and together with me alongside is Grandmaster David Howell, and we are going to look at the last round of Formentera Open for you today, guys. How are you doing, David, in this delightful part of the day?
Dina, I'm good. I woke up about 10 minutes ago, but I'm excited. It's the last round. I'm back. I've missed the last few days, and suddenly Alex has started winning, so I'm hoping she continues the streak. What have I missed? How have you been?
Yeah, you basically, like, your absence basically brought some luck, which was completely unexpected. We didn't want that to happen, but hey, we take it, and we see Alex right now playing against another streamer, Alexander Prado, and we have first moves on the board. Soon we're gonna see Andrea, and yeah, David, all has been great. Nothing to complain except for, oh, wait, it's 3 a.m. my time, but other than that, all great.
How was it getting up this morning? Was it tough? Did you even sleep?
It was tough. I went to bed like at 10. I set my alarm at like 2:20. Yeah, it was tough. Not, I cannot add more, but okay. We're not here to cry and whine. We're here to fight because we're
Exactly.
champions.
We're here to fight. It's not just us, Dina. It's the players as well who needed to wake up early this morning. They've been playing at 3 p.m. European time, the time out there in Spain, every day. Suddenly they need to switch things up. Total change of body clock. 9 a.m. start for them, and I'm assuming Andrea's ready at some point.
Yeah,
Fashionably.
well, yeah, I wouldn't expect, yeah, I would expect her to be slightly fashionably almost there, but there's nothing to worry. The only thing I'm worried about is that Alexandra Botes decided to cut out Alexandra Chess out of the frame. Probably, if I were to guess, because Alexandra Chess takes too much of her name. No, okay, I'm actually I don't mean to spread any gossips or fights. I'm just speculating for fun. I actually have a solution to that.
That's definitely the only reason that the camera is a bit wonky there. But Alexandra Chess, maybe it's her own camera. Maybe her camera's too big, got in the way, and of course she's a great streamer too. There we go. Wow, magic, Dina.
Yeah, David, you are straight from the concert hall at the candidates. Wow, what a day, what a day. I was looking at you there at 9 p.m. and I was like, yeah, buddy, we meet in 6 hours. Go get some rest. Stop being there.
You're lurking in that chat. I was lurking in this chat. Yeah, I finished like 6 hours ago, and the things we do for chess. The things we do for chess.
That's a great way of saying it.
But yeah, this is the highlight. I mean, the final 2 rounds of those are like the candidates. That's miles away. The final round here and now. Sunway and Andrea is at the board. She's awake. She's alive. Do this.
Hello, Andrea. How is it going, young lady? Andrea might have had a set, her music set that she was filming yesterday. At least she was going to. So I'm curious if she actually managed to do that. That might be on her mind right now, and I don't know how much of rest she could have gotten. So woo, we got the moves. We got French defense from Alexandra, and oh, I actually don't show you. Let me update the board real quick.
That's good. We have, okay, potentially a King's Indian from Andrea. Ooh. And no, she did not turn up in pajamas, dude. I am Santa. She's better dressed than I am, at least. Okay, King's Indian, Andrea. Let's go. Alexandra, yeah.
Yeah, Andre is
French
actually
defense.
playing against like one of probably the highest ranked opponents in all of her tournaments. I don't think she ever faced IAMs. She faced FIDE Masters, and today she's facing Women's Grandmaster. This ain't no joke.
Really strong player. You must know Andrea's opponent well, Dino. You both lived in France for a long time.
I do. I actually do. Yeah, and I was surprised Nino's rating dropped so much, even though, unlike me, she did not donate her points to American underrated kids. But we'll see. We'll see how much in a good shape she is right now. Andrea definitely got one of the washed sides of women's grandmasters, so she might use it in her advantage.
Yeah, she's got youth on her side, but I mean, Dina, you say donating the points to American kids, but I think everyone donates points in general to kids all over the world these days.
Oh
Hard not to.
yeah. You think because of pandemic and all other stuff, the kids like have dramatically improved, and now like the rating doesn't affect their real strength.
Exactly. I mean, we see it everywhere, all over the world, even at the candidates, like the players, they're donating points to teenagers, to kids these days. In the meantime, though, on the board, Andrea's opponent, actually both opponents have gone super aggressive. Andrea's opponent, H4, Dina, against the King's Indian. Hope that's not a surprise, because if it is, it will be a nasty one. It's not an easy move to face.
Ooh la la, as we say in France. Ooh la la.
We need the other Alex Banzea, to tell us. Hopefully he's awake, lurking in chat somewhere. Tell us, is this prep?
And also
Andrea looks
kind of surprise
annoyed.
for Alexandra, right?
Which Alexandra?
For our Alexandra. Knight
Yeah.
to A3.
Knight A3. Apparently it's a book move. At least that's what that little emoji thing is. Book. Knight A3.
Oh no, they're fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm expecting Alex. There we go. She makes a move. Yeah, I'm expecting her to just kind of play in normal French defense style. Is this what she normally does, Dina? Does
Yes,
she like playing
French
again?
defense is her main weapon. She does it all the time. I can confirm that. Did many, many times against me. It is her main repertoire. That being said, as it's her main repertoire, it's probably easy to surprise if you were preparing seriously, but you gotta have a good coach for that.
And she does, right? In your opinion?
Does Alexander Prado have a coach? I actually don't know.
No.
I know that Alexander
Oh.
Prado tries to improve a lot and is passionate about it, but one thing you want to improve, another thing you actually have managed to find a good mentor.
Mm-hmm. I got confused. All these Alexandras, I wasn't sure whether we were talking about Hammer as a coach, Banzea as a coach, or I totally forgot about the opponent having a coach. Of course, she probably does too.
Well, yeah, because I was talking about this night A3. I thought it was a surprise, so I thought like, and I'll explain French, obviously. So that was my mind flow. But at this time of the day, you know, whoever has a coach is a winner.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think is the favorite? Who's going to win in the battle of the Alexandras?
I actually think that regardless of all the miseries, oh God, what am I doing? Regardless of all the miseries that our poor girl Alexandra faced here, her last rounds are pretty good in terms of pairings, pretty successful, I shall say, because imagine she's already on 2 streak and she is playing against a lower rated opponent today. So what happens if she actually has decent chance to finish the tournament on 3 wins? And back like 3 days ago where she wanted to throw herself into the ocean. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's the only way has been up so far, so hopefully that maintains today. Hopefully it's this will be 3 in a row, right? If she does get a win. And I just checked the other Alexandra, so opponent Alexandra hasn't won with white so far this tournament, so hopefully that trend continues as well. Hopefully, okay, all the signs are good. I'm a bit worried for Andrea. She's definitely been out prepped. Looks a bit stressed this early. King's Indian, Dina, we've got to root it out of them. We've got to teach the sisters new openings against D4 after this tournament.
Oh yeah.
Not good for my heart.
Okay, so what was the mistake for Andrea?
I don't think it's a mistake necessarily, but if you're out prepared here, you might end up in big trouble. Having the white H pawn and black H pawn already pushed means you let go of this square, so you can't play your normal plans.
Yeah.
This is a bit scary if you don't know what you're doing. But if you do, then you'll
rather
find.
react H6?
I think. I mean, there's different ways. H5 is fine, but you have to be really energetic now. You have to, I think, play with C5. You can't really play your normal plans with E5 anymore. Otherwise, you might just get checkmated later on the black side because your king's already a target. White's king is flexible. So E5, D5, and black gets squashed usually. Black struggles with space, so I'm hoping she plays with C5.
Does someone in chat know if King's Indian is Andrea's main opening repair door? Because I have spent hours and hours and hours trying to say why King's Indian is not the best option, especially when you're playing against higher rated. But I don't know, what's the strategy for today? It's like if you look at it, like in any case, Andrea is gonna be smashed. So either she's gonna be smashed in a simple position where she won't understand, or like in a complicated position where she doesn't even finish the opening. But at the same time, maybe if she manages to create some complicated thing, then she can confuse with tactics and stuff. So once I started, I actually didn't know where to finish. Because maybe getting a King's Indian actually is not that bad.
Yeah, it's a fun opening. It's just that literally every time I join the stream, one of the sisters is playing King's Indian, and it gets a bit scary. And I'm not sure they're winning the opening battles. But you got to be more positive, Dina. Why is she going to get smashed? Her opponent, like you said, she's. I mean, they're on the same points, I guess. She's not having the best tournament. The opponent.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
True. That's true.
Who cares about experience levels? We got this, Andrea.
So I guess the main question is if Andrea finishes the opening. If Andrea finishes the opening, then we actually could have some action tonight. Sorry, this morning.
Oof, this morning. You're right. And yeah, I mean, okay, and Alexandra makes a move as well. I was going to say both sisters feels like they're kind of surprised in the opening. This is the tricky thing. Starting early, not just for the sleep pattern, but no time to prepare. It's much harder as black. Always last rounds. Feels like the opponents are out to get you.
I never thought about it this way, David. That's an interesting point you bring up. So, suffering of the last round is not the same depending on what color you play. That's so deep, David. That's so deep.
Yeah, from many years of playing and suffering in last rounds. I actually went like 3 years. I lost every last round because I'm a night owl and I'm a night howl and I cannot like wake up in the mornings simply.
You made a joke for myself, Dean.
I knew you would make the joke. I had to beat you to it. But yeah, it's tough. 9 a.m. Oof. Tough for everyone.
Well, it is 9 a.m. for some, David. For others, it is 3 a.m. But hey, what wouldn't we do for chess?
Exactly. We'll freshen up as the games go on. I hope the girls do too. Yeah, so I mean, talking about the chess, it's like both sisters don't like space. It's like if you play the French defense, you allow the opponent to gain loads of space. Andrea, yeah, if you play the King's Indian, you don't really necessarily have much space either. So let's hope they enjoy playing cramped positions. Nothing wrong with these openings, of course, but provocative to say the least.
To say the least.
Yeah, I mean, Andrea, as far as I know, she should be playing with c5 right now. And that's pretty much the only way. Maybe we show on the board, Dina, what she shouldn't do right now.
All right. She should not play c5.
Oh, she shouldn't play e5, actually.
Sorry, she should play c5. She should not play e5.
Yeah, and this is tricky for a King's Indian player because like 90% of the time you play e5. But against d5, it's already pretty bad.
Okay.
Sorry, against e5 on that board. Because I think, firstly, white can block, and that's normally favorable once white has the g5 square. But also, if I remember correctly, you can even d takes e5 is quite strong for white in that position. So, yes, Andrea, she plays c5.
Wow, man. What's
Nice.
going on? We see new era, new Andrea Botez in the room. You're right, David. That position is lost. Pretty much, I guess you lose a material. There is no way to defend. Like, just take on here, take here, and knight c7. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, this is lost. So, but the other thing is, like, that everybody needs to know, and what David was trying to explain, is that your main plan in King's Indian is to push f5, but because of this g5 square, and like there was no h6 anymore, because pawns, hey, don't move backwards. This doesn't work anymore. And here Andrea proceeds with the strongest c5. Hey, we love that. We love to see that. I'm curious if that's a prep of a magical coach, but there, or if Andrea is just a smart and natural talent of her own. What do you think, chat?
I think she's just a undiscovered, late blooming prodigy, Andrea. And the fact that her opponent's even thinking is really positive because I think white just has to play d5. Otherwise, what's the whole point of white's opening? If you push on the wings, you cannot allow the center to open up and explode. Andrea's opponent should block it up.
Right. I saw some people worrying about, do we see another bishop h6 situation? No, because first of all, the problem of that game was mostly because of bishop takes h6. And secondly, once the queen comes to d2, we can even play king h7, and then bishop h6 would be possible. And Hikaru is so good, I do agree with that, even though it has nothing to say, nothing in common.
That was random. Yes, he is good. But so are the sisters. They're also good, and they're just like Hikaru. They're getting better every game. Feels that way.
Yeah, Hikaru was some chat. There were a lot of chatters actually praising Hikaru today, so I wanted to make sure that you guys are seen and heard, and we are rooting. I mean, I'm rooting for Hikaru just as you do, and so do sisters. I actually don't know who. Well, probably David is not allowed to root for anyone because he's the commentator.
I mean, Yeah, I can be biased here. I'm rooting for the girls. Hikaru has enough fans though. I mean, yeah, that's just being greedy if everyone turns into a Hikaru fan. Okay, the opponent still hasn't moved. Well, neither opponent actually, but the fact that Andrea's opponent is even thinking right now, to me, that's really positive. Is she thinking of taking on c5, Dina, instead of blocking it? Because I think that's good news for us. Some of the viewers might be wondering why not d takes c5, and I believe that that's just a bit too greedy. Maybe you can even go queen a5.
Yeah, that's a cool move. What after takes? We got 94. Damn, it's like a dang dang. Andrea's gonna see that. She loves that kind of shit. Sorry, guys. How else am I supposed to call this? Witchcraft?
Exactly. These little tic-tacs, these little tactics.
She's gonna bang her head and she's gonna figure it all out.
Oh yeah, bobbing the head.
Bobbing the head.
Winning the games. Also, even if black takes on c5, I think just to show like if there's like capture,
cool.
and even when the queens come off,
yeah.
Again, this is like I'm trying to recall theory from like 10 years ago, but I think this is fine for black. You go takes e5 and just move the knight. Is it knight g4? Can't remember. Knight g4, I guess. And yes, you drop a pawn on e7, but you win it back on e5 and active. We're super active. No more cramped King's Indian. We go forward.
Wow.
Just like Andrea likes. We win. Maybe.
Wow.
Compensation somewhere.
Wow. I only have one word. Wow.
So, yeah, I'm optimistic. The longer her opponent thinks, Andrea's opponent doesn't look too comfortable. She's kind of looks really unfocused.
Well, she's unfocused because she's in front of 11,000 people, soon to be once they all wake up, obviously. And, wow. I would be uncomfortable too, obviously. Yeah. She knows we're talking about her as well right now. That being said, David, how about we give some attention to the other sister now that we are safe and sound with Andrea?
Yes, Andrea's doing well. Come on, Alexandra.
What is going on here? So I'm gonna fill everybody's in. We have a typical French by Alex. She's played it many, many times. Actually, typical. It's an E5. It's an advanced French. It's less popular. This maneuver knight a3, knight c2 is very good. I guess it's Saul. Like, at some point, White started thinking on their own, so I wonder what surprised them. What move could have caught them off guard? And I sort of thought, like, for 3 minutes, so I wonder when each of their prep has finished.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's this last move, bishop e7, and wow, as Alexandra. Okay, she took on d4. That was super quick. Both players, like, without thinking, they traded pawns on d4, Dina, but there's so many options there. I'm surprised they even paused. Well, they kind of didn't pause, sorry. Like, c takes d4, like, couldn't White have played bishop takes f5, knight takes d4?
Wait, what game c takes d4? And Andrea?
They both, I saw on the camera at least, it just hasn't appeared on the board, but they traded a set of pawns, but a bit weird.
I think Andrea blundered that she doesn't have to rush.
Oh, Alexandra.
Wait, who are you talking about? Who took on d4?
Alex.
Oh, Alex. Okay, you.
Two Alexes. Alex squared.
Okay, you scared. Alex and Andrea, same thing. Okay, I don't see it. Why don't I see it on my board?
I was just watching the camera. I forgot that we have chessboards as well.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, they traded a set of pawns, but okay. Alex needs to be really energetic, otherwise it's just like a bad French defense. I mean, as if the French defense isn't bad enough already, but she needs to play.
What did I just hear? What did I just hear? Shots fired towards French defense. Anyone here to defend the French defense?
You didn't play it, Dina. That's fine.
Never.
No, I have actually played it many times, so I'm semi-joking. It's not that bad. I mean, it's no Caro-Kann, but it's not that bad. And yeah, she's much more experienced than we are in the French. So I'll give Alex the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just slightly surprised the way things are going. She's got no pressure on white center, not enough. The center cuts the board in half, just like you're cutting the board right now. And
yeah, don't mind me. Pretend everything is normal. I need to do some things, otherwise I cannot update it. But I need to
that's cool.
resize my browser. Sorry, chat. Don't mind me.
You work your magic.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the meantime, I'll rant against the French defense. Like, yeah, you have no space, so you really need to be energetic and fight for the center. Fight for your life. Open things up. Put the opponent under pressure. You get a bit more time actually in the opening in the French because normally the opponent spends so long consolidating their extra space that you get 2 or 3 moves for free at some point. But Alex needs to use that. She needs to bring the black queen out or get castled, f6. Everyone's saying I look tired, that I need a coffee. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you too. I don't even drink coffee, so trying to live off the adrenaline alone.
How do you look, lucky Europeans who wake up for work? How do
Wait,
you
is that
look
chat?
right now?
Or is that you?
No, I was talking to chat. Yeah. Show me how you look.
Yeah.
Send me a picture of yourself. I'm gonna tell you how you look. I'm gonna. Everybody needs to know the truth about themselves, okay? Before pointing your finger at others.
Dina, that's where we're so different. Like, I just laugh it off. I'm crying inside, but I'm laughing it off. I would never fire back. But yeah, you're right. What about chat? Like, wonder how they
Leave the man
feel
alone.
this
He's been
sunny morning.
commentating chess for 12 hours. He literally just saw Hikaru winning like an engine and now was watching us. So
Exactly.
give him some credit.
Came straight from the candidates just for this. The highlight, final round. If Alex, yeah, I mean the sisters, are they both on 3.5 right now? I need to check. Wait, 3.5. Yeah, they're both on the same points. I was actually so the few hours that I did sleep, I slept like 3 or 4 hours after the candidates, but I actually had a dream. I woke up and I was like, wait, the sisters are playing against each other. And then I checked the pairings and I was happy they weren't, but also a bit gutted because that would have been a fun last round. See them fight each other to the death.
Us. Oh my god.
It's pretty sad, right, Dina, that I dream about chess, but
he dreamed about the Botez sisters because he was gonna do the Botez sisters commentary. That's so sweet. You were worried how the work would go. You were dreaming about work.
Kept waking up thinking I'd overslept, so I checked my alarm like a million times. But we're here now, and the sisters aren't playing each other, even if the Alexandras are playing each other.
Yeah.
Whoa, what was this last move? Wow, Alexandra is playing some, I won't say weird, but quirky stuff. Interesting stuff. H6. Well, I mean, she's trying to confuse her opponent at least, and I'm really optimistic suddenly about Andrea's game.
All right.
Especially the fact the opponent's been thinking for 5 minutes, despite her choosing this opening.
That's always a great sign. I agree. That's always a great sign for us. We love when our opponents are thinking.
Exactly. Love being up on time. And Dina could have been playing Bullet against Bortnik and Kanti, but she was sleeping. Yeah. When does your tournament start, Dina? The Alto? Is it tonight?
Tonight.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it's like, so it starts in exactly, oh, it's hard. Okay, I cannot calculate. 3 a.m. So it starts at 6:30 p.m. So I got time, right?
15.5 hours.
But
you get some sleep after this.
That's a funny comment about Kanti and Bortnik because they were actually down in the club in the center last night and playing Blitz, and I was like, no way I'm joining them. Absolutely, don't even dare inviting me. I've got too much going on. But yeah, Kanti came. He always comes here for our tournaments. It's like even though he has to fly in, he still does it. He likes playing here. He's also streaming the tournament, so I can't wait to see him tonight.
I love Canty. He's been to Norway to visit a few times. He's we did some commentary together. He's super cool. The way you said it as well, you were like, oh yeah, they've been in the club. I thought like, oh wow, out on a Thursday night, like fair play. But boo. In the meantime, Andrea's opponent plays d5, the best move. That's annoying, but okay, life goes on.
Yeah.
What do you make of Alexandra's last few moves? Gotta ask. What does Mama Dina think? H6.
Ooh, H6. It's well, I usually do this move when I have a bishop on F5, right?
Mm-hmm. But your bishop isn't on F5 here, alas. Unfortunately.
Yeah, the bishop isn't on F5. That's true. It's a knight. I don't know, David. I think I don't like the idea of bishop takes F5 to BH. TBH.
Mm-hmm. For white or for black?
For white, yeah, I guess. I wouldn't like because it would ruin the pawn structure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then again, if I think Alexandra's sneaky idea is like bishop takes F5, E takes F5 if white castles, she might just go G5 and attack.
Oh,
that's why black has delayed castling. Maybe.
Is she on another how they say?
Another planet, another Spanish island.
I was gonna.
I mean, this would be cool though.
On another hunt, because yesterday you should have seen that woman. She was like, I'm here for the blood. I don't care. No emotions, no friendship, no consideration. I'm just here for the kill.
Like the Terminator, but that's good.
Yeah.
Like that's a good spirit. That's why she won. Okay, if this happens, I will be jumping up and down in joy for Alex B, not Alex P, in the Battle of the Alexandras. But unfortunately, I think white will just castle, and then it's a bit weird what black's doing. But okay, early days. Early in the morning and early on the chessboard. Andrea, yeah, chat. She'll be back. She has woken up. She has made moves. She's probably just
pretty sure she
walking
went
around
to search for coffee.
Mm-hmm. Are you a coffee drinker, Dina?
I am now that I moved out of like, I think I probably became coffee drinker only a few years ago because like originally in Russia it's like we're more like tea drinkers. Now I drink both, and I have always my two thermoses. I have my thermos with the Charlotte Chess Center logo here for coffee, and I have my big I don't know even what's the name for it with also Charlotte, and it's for tea. So I have my supplies. I actually I think I'm obsessed with hot drinks. Whatever it is, it's really like smoking for me.
You're an addict.
Yeah, I'm addicted to hot drinks. Like about hot, like it has to be really hot, almost boiling. But the temperature that is slightly less so that you don't hurt yourself, but just like enough, so that you don't hurt yourself. Like that hot is, it just gives me a special feeling.
You're right as well. Andrea grabbed her coffee. Couldn't resist. Yeah, I can't do it, Dina. Like I'm so sensitive to like heat and temperature. Like I can't drink any hot drinks at all.
What?
I just I don't do coffee. I'm like the worst Englishman ever. Like I just don't drink tea.
Drink tea?
No. Hate them. I don't know why. I just never did. Never have done. The older I get, the more I kind of crave a kick. So maybe coffee's the way, but I would need like a iced coffee. I don't, yeah, even hot food, even taking hot baths, I have to have like pretty cold showers. I'm a weird one.
Wow. That's crazy.
No caffeine. I think I would freak out. Like my body would react badly to caffeine now. Imagine I played a morning round. I would just be jumping up and down on the chair if I had a coffee.
So you don't have you never put a caffeine into your body?
I have done, but not really, not regularly.
Wow. But when you were a child growing up in England, aren't you like drinking tea?
I mean, children are like force-fed tea when they're 1 year old, but not me. Don't know what it was.
You know, it's like until I like a few years ago, I didn't even know what was caffeine, because tea in Russia is literally like we don't drink water, we drink tea. And like I would sit at 12 a.m. with my 90-year-old grandparents at the kitchen and making our midnight pre-bed ritual in order to get us ready for sleep. We would all drink coffee with some cookies. Oh sorry, not coffee, tea. We would all drink tea with some cookies. This is black, like strong black tea. Midnight.
I can imagine it.
The ritual, yeah.
That sounds cozy. That sounds like a nice family ritual, as you say.
Yeah, and I wouldn't know I wouldn't even know what is caffeine.
It's a drug. Caffeine. Yeah, I mean, most chess players, like 99% of them, they're addicted to coffee, and understandably, when you're switching up and playing at 9 a.m. half the time. Yeah, in the meantime, Andrea's thinking. I think she's got to break out at some point in the center. Maybe we just show, like, there's two ways to do it. I think, again, I'm relying on studying this position like 10, 15 years ago when I was actually addicted not to caffeine, but to studying chess openings. And I think Andrea should play like knight bd7, knight to e5. Just put the knight in the center, and the pawn structure actually helps her there, that white can't really advance. That's one idea. Alexandra, though, on her board, I'm not really sure what she should be doing. If maybe we refresh Alex's board.
Let me see.
Unfortunately, the opponent didn't take on f5. Probably black should just castle anyway. Game goes on. But she's a bit cramped. Her pieces struggle for space.
Wow, Jesus Lord, you were right. But even though no one took on f5. G4!
Whoa. Oh, wait, g5's actually on the board?
G5.
I was half joking.
Apparently it's bad.
Oh, no.
And g4 is the best, and g4 is just reacted right away.
Oh, no, I was joking. Don't play g5, Alex. I was scared that would happen.
Okay, David, explain to me who doesn't play French, why is it so bad?
Well, yeah, essentially, like, white is ahead in development now. White has already castled, and black's king is not going to find safety on the king side anymore because black's push pawns there. Black's king is not going to get queen side because it takes too long. So, for example, you were showing, like, knight h4 after g4.
Yeah.
I guess white can just trade off knights, and I'm not sure whether white plays f4 immediately, but f4, f5 looks so scary. White's pawn storming, and because the center's closed, it doesn't matter that white's opening up her king. Yeah, I think also Alex has played this really slowly. Like, if you want to play g5, you didn't need to play h6. You're covering that square too many times already. So she's kind of lost a key tempo with h6. Maybe I just briefly, Dina, like, if we go back a couple of moves, if Alex had played h5 instead of g5.
Okay, wait a second.
Oh, sorry, h5 instead of h6, I mean. On her board, if instead of h6 she played h5,
okay,
and then white castles, then g5 might be fun because then she completely controls the king side. She didn't need h6; she just lost a move for free. So I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to be aggressive in the morning, attack the opponent, but
how can one tempo like that like change everything just because of g4?
Yeah, no, I think g4 is super strong because black loses time with the knight. Like, this knight in the French advance variation, like, the black knight gets kicked all over the place, and either she has to go to h4 and ruin her own pawn structure for black. Now, yeah, f4 or bishop e3 or something. Looks really nice for white. Or she has to go back to g7, which is like the worst square in history. You should never fianchetto your knights. Ever, ever, ever.
Wow.
Especially when they're kind of trapped like that. So, Alex, it feels like a French defense gone wrong. And that's, I mean, that's,
But she
without
made
being
a
harsh,
move. What
that's,
did she do? Let me see.
oop, she's
Oh, we don't see it. She went somewhere.
not
Oh,
moved.
maybe she didn't move. Wait, it's okay, chat. Does anyone know that it's normally not allowed? You're not allowed to stand up when you are when it's your move. Unless it's to fix the camera, but the camera is fine. Where did she go? Just look for towels. Whoa, 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 whoa. Towels? Did she grab a towel? Where did she go? What was that? She grabbed something, but we don't know what. But yeah, this is also like for me, I always get intimidated by this because for like us, let's say, pro players, we have the various different like kind of unhidden etiquette. Just as previously David was telling you, Dina is not quiet. It's just Dina is not screaming. You're not used to Dina not screaming. Because Dina just is still sleeping. So us pro chess players, we have this kind of like unhidden etiquette. David was telling you guys how, for example, you never offer a draw yourself when you're down material, even when it's a draw. And the same etiquette, I feel like,
getting up from the board, right?
yeah, getting
Standing
up from the board when it's your turn, like I don't even know how much allowed it is.
Yeah, I know it's definitely not, well, I was going to say not legal, but I'm sure the police won't get involved. It's not allowed according to the chess rules to get to kind of leave the tournament hall when it's your move after you've seen your opponent play. Like, for example, if you, like, if, say, Andrea's opponent makes a move, she sees the move and then goes to the toilet because, I don't know, I guess anti-cheating and all that stuff, but also just feels a bit weird.
Yeah, it's like your opponent's like feels uncomfortable. Where are you going? Go sit there and think.
Yeah, I had a grandmaster do that against me actually once, like twice in the game, quite early on.
I bet
He was
you
just
didn't
sitting
like
there.
it.
Yeah, I freaked out. Like my opponent like just watched me make my move. He kind of stared at me for a few seconds, then he just left. And I was like, wait, where have you gone? And he just disappeared for 20 minutes, came back and moved immediately, and I got really suspicious, really paranoid.
What?
And then he did it again later, like critical moment. Like he left and immediately came back and played a complicated move. I was like, wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? He said he was smoking outside, but I didn't know that. I didn't like, and I ended up getting crushed. So
Did you tell him that it's like? Did you tell? You didn't tell the arbiter.
yeah,
Not anyone.
he tried he tried to do it a third time, and then I told the arbiter, and the arbiter was like, "Yeah, you can't leave the room when you've seen your opponent's move and it's your turn." So it is actually more than frowned upon. It's not polite, let's say. It's not in the rules that you can leave when
Bro,
you've
I'm
seen your opponent's
surprised you
move.
actually let it slide that easily.
Yeah, I let it slide the first two times because it was just like a normal position, but then it got complicated and he kept doing it, and I was like, wait, this is super sus. But yeah, I won't name names, but yeah. I don't think Alex left the playing hall, which is probably fine. Probably if you just get up to like adjust something or to stretch or to
Yeah, she must have
pick up
got up to adjust her tea or something, her coffee.
yeah.
And we saw knight g7, by the way, on the board. So knight
Yeah.
g7 was played, and now, like, the question is, what is this brother doing here? Probably the only hope for him is h5, but then they're gonna do h3. So yeah, he's kind of really restricted here.
Yeah, like you say, like h5 now for black would be an admission that she's lost a move because she could have played h5 in one go
Right.
And also, once she goes h5, the black dark square bishop, the black queen, they're tied down forever defending the g5 pawn. So actually, it looks like white's king is weak, but white has more space. There's literally zero way to attack it. I think Alexandra needs to go like queen b6, bishop d7, castle queenside as quickly as possible.
Queen b6, bishop d7, and castle queen king. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just scared the opponent will start preparing for that and start attacking quickly, like rook b1, b4, and start pushing pawns on the queen side ASAP before Alex is ready. And her opponent's actually looking to the queen side on the camera, which is a bit worrying. Okay, and Andrea's opponent, yeah, I think you're right, Diesner, two-time national French women's champion. Nino, I don't know how to pronounce it, Maisuradze, I guess.
Maisuradze, yeah.
Yeah. And Andrea's last move, I think, is fine. I don't think we need to worry about that little graphic, that little emoji that's appeared on the board. Andrea's last move is totally normal. Although...
e6. Ooh. e6. What would have been better? Knight d7 or queen a5? e6 is dubious according to the machine because of g4. Oh, good luck finding that one.
Oh, God. That's scary. It's not Halloween yet, but g4 would be a scary move to face. Ooh, and then suddenly the black king. That's what we said earlier. Like when h4 and h5 are included like this early in the game, there's always little details. But I can't blame Andrea. Like, her opponent's smiling and drinking coffee. I don't know why she's smiling. Maybe she can hear us smiling at something. But not about g4 yet. This would just be crazy if she plays g4. And I guess we take it, and does white play h5, or does white take back? I guess white plays h5 if we take, and just blows open the king side. Andrea's king, not for the first time this tournament, would be having some adventures ahead. Okay, let's hope. Let's not tempt fate, Dina. Let's put that pawn back on g2.
Okay.
Opponent won't do it.
Don't touch anything.
The opponent won't play g4. Surely. Although, from what I know of Nino, Maisuradze, she's very aggressive.
Oh, she is. Oh, hell yeah. That's correct. So she's like a tactical girl. Ooh, and that's Andrea in Alex's frame up with your little coffee. Oh, they hear what you're doing, girl. Get your ass back to the board. You just did a mistake.
It's like Inception. She's everywhere. She's on both cameras at once.
Back to the board. What are you gonna do after g4? Ooh.
I don't think she's seen it. g4 is a hard move. I'm not sure I would see it actually, but
yeah, that's understandable.
It's tough to spot. Maybe that's why the black queen needed to move, like you said, queen a5 as well, one of the options, because at least then black knight covers g4. But now the knight is pinned.
Yeah, knight d7 though g4 wouldn't have been a problem, I guess, because of because the knight wouldn't have been pinned. The knight could have taken. But after e6 that there is no one. But yeah, I mean, it is in her style. That's true. It is in her style.
I've seen some games she beating grandmasters, just kind of going right at them, straight for the throat, just attack.
That
really high energy.
Sound reassuring, David.
Yeah. Okay, but that was years ago.
Okay, now
Today's a different day.
Now we're talking. Back to reality. Okay.
Let's start trash talking the opponents. We can do this. Andrea's back on the other camera again. He's literally everywhere.
Right.
Okay. I'm a bit scared for both sisters. Just the openings. Maybe it's time to have a chat with the coaches French defense and King's Indian. Super risky, high risk.
Okay, David, I actually am curious. Can you tell me why what's so bad about French? I understand King's Indian. What's so bad about French?
The French is actually like the King's Indian, but I mean, one way I could show you, but it would take a long time, and you'd have to make moves on the board.
Right. I used to live on the consumption that French like was kind of like Caro-Kann. I mean, I know it was like probably Caro-Kann is more solid, but I was never too much of a critique of French. It turns out I was too kind. So Alex, not only her 1d4, but also her 1e4 is a problem, or what is this?
I mean, it's like she's inviting the opponent to gain space all the time, and when I see Alex playing well, it's normally when she's not that cramped. So it's like when the opponents open things up a little bit more, at least. So unfortunately, yeah, it's a space thing. I don't know if we can. Yeah. Also, Chester99 says they'd pick Caro over French any day. It's essentially you get the Caro-Kann, Dina, but you have a bad bishop on c8, and normally that bishop struggles ever to get in the game because your bishop's locked behind its own pawn chain. And also, if anyone wants a lecture from Dr. Dave, then I can show you what Magnus said about the French and King's Indian.
Oh my god, I would love to hear that. I would so much love to hear that. It would so much fit into my profile of roasting poor Alexandra already.
It's a bit of a... okay, tell me, chat, do you want to hear my long speech that will probably send you all back to sleep at this crazy hour of the morning?
Say yes, chat. Chat, say yes. Please, say yes.
Okay, I see some yeses in chat. So, okay, so we're going to have to go... We will refresh the boards and get back to the live games, but I'm assuming there'll be long thinks at the moment. So if we go back, let's start with Andrea's board. If we start from the King's Indian position.
Okay.
So after like white goes e4, instead of h4 for white.
Okay, e4 instead of h4.
Yeah.
We have knight f3, you mean?
Yes. So d6, yeah, bishop e2, castles, knight f3, e5, d5, for example. And then if you look at what black's doing, so we leave that pawn structure on the board. And then if we go to Alexandra's game, so French defense, let's go, for example, e4, e6, d4, d5. There's a variation in that one. Actually, instead of e5 for white, if white plays knight c3, which is the classical variation of the French.
Yeah, this is what I play with white.
Yeah, then there's a few lines. For example, bishop b4 is a line. And then e5 and c5 is the main move, but b6 for black.
Okay.
And a3, there's a funky variation where black actually plays bishop f8, which used to be trendy back in like the 80s, 90s.
Oh god.
Normally you double the pawn structure, but if you go bishop f8 kind of to play c5 next, arguing that the white knight is misplaced on c3, then like for example f4 for white, say bishop b7, knight f3, queen d7, bishop e3, knight c6, and then you suddenly realize that basically you're playing a French defense. Like next move you castle queenside, and it's going to be the same pawn structure, just like if you look on the left of your screens, Alex has got a cramped pawn structure. It's like a mirror image. Like the king side is the queen side, if that makes sense for everyone. You've pretty much got the same setup. So you've got the same pawn structure. This is the easiest way to display it, but the opponent gets space. The opponent gets, I don't know, everything they want. You're solid, but anyway, that was my little demonstration, and we need a bit of
that's the worst roast of French that I ever heard. Man, I thought I was being nice, but after this, I have no regrets anymore. Like I thought I was being mean. Sorry, I thought I was actually being mean. But now that I see that I'm actually I was always the nice girl here, because this man not only he roasted the King's Indian, but he also threw French under the same bus.
They're basically the same opening, just on different flanks. Like you get cramped and blocked on the king side if you're playing the French. You get cramped and blocked on the queen side if you're playing the King's Indian.
That's so
so
deep.
of course
And Magnus
there's
told you
differences,
that
but-
under what context?
He was, I mean, we were just hanging out, and then actually his coach had told him that, so Peter Heine Nielsen, and he was analyzing this variation of the French defense with black, and he was like, wait, it's exactly the same, basically, the pawn structure, slightly different tempo play, but yeah, they were also just roasting these openings. They were like, ugh, King's Indian is just a loss forced, basically.
Did
And
you
then,
hear that, chat? Can someone clip that? Can someone clip that? King's Indian
know.
is just a lot. Oh my god, David, I am clipping that. I am clipping that for myself, and I'm putting that into my own openings book. Okay, of the Russian wisdom of the Russian chess school. Clip it and ship it, please. Someone clip that. I need that.
I mean, I feel bad now. Like Kasparov used to spank people left, right, and center with the King's Indian. He used to crush everyone with black. But computers don't like it, and that's for a reason. It's because there's a lot of dodgy lines where you have to be really accurate just to survive, and you kind of have to gamble a little bit. So, yeah, it's anyway. Back to the games. That was my little pawn structure analogy, where the pawn structures are basically flipped. If everyone sees the mirror image there, like right is left, left is right. But anyway, no more optical illusions. Let's go back to the games, Dina.
Yeah, we got rook e1. I don't know what is this one for. But okay, bishop c7.
Good news for us. Rook e1 looks like a bit of a random one. He needs to find a plan with white. She's really trained on the queen side. Look at her on the camera, Alexandra Prado. She's definitely looking queenside. She wants to play like b4 or something like that.
Ooh.
But not yet. Not yet.
Andre's a sleepy girl. Andre's a sleepy girl. Okay.
Not the only one.
Yeah, let's look at there, but there's nothing changed, right? We still got the oh shit, the white is still thinking. Yeah. Okay, what can I say? It's slightly worrying that for the X time in a row in this tournament, Alexandra gets the last position in the opening. Slightly boring. Although this one is not evident. Like this one is okay, bad, but why would it be so bad? I mean, not that's one. It's like a material is equal, right? So it's like it's kind of like strategical bad, positional bad.
Yeah. Well, Alexandra is bad because she's fianchettoed her knight. Like, what is the black knight doing on g7? And also it's bad because there's no good pawn breaks for black. Black's king's still stuck in the center.
Right.
I really think though Alex will be back in the game if her opponent doesn't attack on the queen side. Sorry, now or soon. Like, I think I would play a move like rook b1 or bishop d2 maybe or something, just to set up b4, b5 for whites. But let's allow Alex Prado to think. Andrea's position isn't bad. I saw someone in the chat asking a while ago, why is Andrea doing badly? But it's not bad. It's just a one moment, kind of one-off opportunity for the opponent. The opponent's bobbing the head this time. She's stolen out of Andrea's playbook. But if the opponent plays g4 and attacks, then it might be a bit scary for Andrea. So
yeah.
Hope not. Hope not. Sultan in the chat reminding me of that judo match where, yeah, I was there. Alexandra and Andrea, they just started choking each other up.
That was in London, yeah, during their first trip. No?
Oh, probably.
Judo match. Oh no, you meant about this one. Oh no, I'm confused. It was in the
I don't
stream.
know.
Sorry, chat. Sorry.
Okay, what are your predictions today, Dina? Are they gonna do the double and win?
No. I mean,
No.
I wanna have hope. I wanna have hope. Hope in Andrea, definitely. Actually, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good question. I wish Alexandra just had a normal opening position.
You know what? You should teach her the Caro-Kann. The Caro-Kann, you never get attacked early, or it's hard for the opponent to attack. You're also solid. She knows the pawn structures. She'll have more space than she does in the French. You should teach her, Dina.
David, music to my ears.
Get those lessons in. I genuinely believe at this level, like, Caro-Kann is like a cheat code. It's like a life hack.
David, you don't know how much I gratitude you for this one. Okay, I'm taking notes. So, David roasting
I've been
King's
learning from you.
Indian and French 1 hour 1 minute. David praising. I'm serial right now. I am taking notes to know what I'm clipping because evidently no one is making any clips out here. Like everybody's like on a vacation. David praising Caro 1 hour 5 minutes. Got it.
I'm gonna get angry texts from Hammer being like, "Oh, you forced like now they're forcing me to teach the Caro-Kann. Oh, what did you do? Why did you do that?" It's a good opening.
It
Good opening.
is. It is.
Yeah. E4, E5 is too boring. Sicilian is too risky. French is just blech. Caro-Kann. Scandi is like, no, never.
Never.
Okay. Don't like the fact that Alex Prado just played a really good move. Bishop D2. That's annoying. I was scared of that one. And she leaves the board. Now Queen B6 Dina is met by B4. Really strong move.
B4.
B4, Black Castle's queenside. We get hit. Gonna get hit on all flanks.
So basically here we're gonna, from all sides. Exactly. Oh man. Oh man. If only... I can't believe it all comes down to this H move. Like, just... Even, like, short castle would have been fine, right?
Nothing wrong with short castles, just a normal French.
I'm surprised this is so good for... This is, like, better
Black.
for... Okay, you know what, chat? I think we gotta call Hammer. Can we call Hammer? He's probably sleeping. He probably just went to bed. Bye. But we gotta complain why we just thought his student finally learned how to castle. I think here all problem was to castle. Why do you need to reinvent the wheel? Not that I learned my expressions. Why to jump at the attack so early? You want to win, but you're gonna win. Just win normal way. She's gonna give you the game anyway if she's weaker.
Exactly. Just keep things tight, keep things solid, and you'll get chances. How chess works. You don't have to lash out with G5 and attack early in the games.
That's what I always try to teach Andreas. Stop willing to win just like because you want to win. You jump like a maniac. Stop doing that. They're gonna give you the game anyway if they're weaker than you.
Okay, A5. Actually, I don't hate that one from Alexandra. A5. She's fighting for space, finally. Unfortunately, that last move she's played makes it less likely that Black will castle queenside, so the Black King's still stuck in no man's land. It's going to be hard to connect the rooks. But, okay, Alexandra, she stopped her opponent's main plan. Always nice to stop the opponent's plans. Get them thinking, frustrate them.
A5. Okay. So no long castle. Gotcha. No short castle, no long castle today. Got you, chat. Noted.
Yeah, castling's overrated. Actually, it was you who told me, what was it, 2-3 days ago, that Alex hates castling anyway, so...
Well, yeah, that's what I was ranting about about this game, actually, is that why wouldn't she just... Come on, just castle? And then we have a conversation. And then we kind of like, don't call me if you didn't castle. I don't want to hear you.
Trying to remember if she castled yesterday when she won. Yeah, she did quite early. Just checking.
That's exactly why she won. The only good thing here that Alex does is like she's ahead of time, so she's trying to pressure on her opponent. Lots of pressure on her opponent.
Exactly. MK Val asks if I stream. Watch this space. Stay tuned. I just kicked off a YouTube channel, but I haven't put any videos up, so or like 1 or 2. But
He's thinking about it. He's considering it. We're trying
you've inspired me.
Yeah, we're trying to see how this could work actually for him.
Exactly. Dr. Dave is a bit of a tech noob. He's a bit of a technophobe, so it's a challenge. But
yeah, you gotta have to be somehow passionate about tech when you're into this world. I have to admit, you don't have to be good. Like, I usually take 1 or 2 hours of the first stream in order just to set up the clock, and then everybody's yelling at me that my mic is low, but you still have to kind of like it.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm not so sure.
Am I true or am I right, chat?
Oh wow, Tagbon, thanks for dropping the link. That's some good detective work. I've literally never posted it anywhere, so good work.
Right.
But you're right, Dina. Like, I barely know how to open like incognito mode, let alone or chest base, let alone anything else, or OBS. Or yeah, it's a scary world out there.
Is this better? Is this better now for the mic? Is this better? It's not. My mic is not low. It's just like I'm not screaming. You're too used to me screaming, but I'm still. What, David?
No, I was gonna say, you can scream if you want. Like, it's exciting, Dina. I feel bad that I've brought you down. It's early morning.
No,
it's exciting.
It's fine. It's fine. Is it better now? Is it worse now?
Sound fine to me. Sound fine to me.
Yeah, secret YouTube channel is finally out. Of David. How well?
My ASMR channel. It's coming. There's actually quite a fun YouTube channel that it's anonymous, so I won't reveal who it is, but it's a friend of mine, and they do ASMR chess. I think it's literally called ASMR chess. And
really?
It's got like a cult following. It's just him like he's got a chessboard and he's like scratching his fingers on the chessboard in like a really
wow.
I'm not going to say seductive, that's not the right word, but like a really peaceful way. And he like whispers things and thanks for the subscription, guys. I appreciate it. But like, yeah, there's all sorts of chess, like cult chess channels out there. Like I went down the rabbit hole, Dina, the YouTube rabbit hole, and there's some weird stuff in the chess.
Did you?
In the chess society. Yeah. ASMR chess and some other stuff I shouldn't mention, but in the meantime,
Don't mention.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. I don't want to get cancelled. But in the meantime, both opponents have been thinking for ages. This is good news. Both sisters up massively on the clock. Has this ever happened before, Dina? Have they ever been 25 and 20 minutes up, respectively?
No. I mean, Andrea had some good one, but I think I actually have a big memory of Andrea having a game where she had like above hour. Do you remember something like this, chat? Do you remember something like this, chat? I have a vague memory of that, actually.
I think there was one game I was with you and Andrea was up quite a lot on the clock, but then it kind of started to drift away the extra time. Became a bit of a time scramble at the end. But this is promising. Her opponent, I mean, might be awake physically, but mentally maybe still waking up. Don't know much. Yeah, I don't know much about Nino's clock handling, but she's spent a long time considering that, like, literally until 1 move ago, she was the one launching her preparation. So she spent like 40 minutes on 1 move, essentially, or maybe 2 moves. This is good. This is positive.
This is great. This is great stuff for us.
Apparently yesterday, Andrea was up by half an hour, then spent it all on 1 move. Yeah, that's how
Well, that was the
works.
prep. That was the prep, yeah. It was like early prep. She kind of played what Bonze told her to play from the second attempt. She had a first attempt in the tournament. She couldn't remember, but it still didn't have help.
Yeah. Time to switch those openings up. 3 times in a row, the same exact variation. I saw that. It's risky strategy now that everyone's armed with computers. Everyone's armed with coaches. But hey, new positions, fresh positions today at least, which is positive. Who cares about the objective evaluation? It's morning round. They have different rules in morning rounds, Dina. What are your experiences? Do you like, oh, okay, Queen D2, that's good. Yes. Maisaradze misses the opportunity. No G4, no attack on the Black King. Go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's your history, your track record like in morning games, Dina? Morning rounds.
Yeah, I actually heard that question and hoped that I could dodge it, but let me think about it. No, I'm joking. It's nothing bad about morning rounds. I don't have bad memories. I also don't have. Okay, I have one memory. It's actually really good. I think it was Moscow Open, 2017, and I was like, I think I was playing was women's section. It was qualifier for women's like kind of Russian Grand Prix, and I was I was 20 like I am like WGM 2300, and I was playing against this young talent, Polina Shvalova, international master. At that time, I think she was something like maybe 2370. She wasn't yet, maybe 2380. She has already crossed 2400, and then she dropped a little bit. And in order to like qualify to the finals, to the cup, Russian Cup, I had to win. And I was playing in Caracan, it was advanced, and like I had prepped my line. I was worse, but slightly, like usually happens in Caracan advanced, you get back, and then actually, boom, I managed to kind of like, I don't know, I think she gave me a pawn or like, and I took a pawn and I converted it, and then it was a clean game, and I won, and I finished third. At that time, I think I won my biggest prize ever in chess, which was something equivalent to $1,000. But it was big money, like especially in Russia in 2017. And yeah, and then I got qualified to the finals, like knockout kind of. So yeah, that's a great memory of last morning round.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, you're a morning bird.
No, David, I'm not. I think I don't somehow, I guess whenever it's bad, like somehow everybody's in the same condition, right? So sometimes probably also my opponents. Oh, David, I have an amazing memory of morning round. I'm so happy you asked me. And we have Queen D2 on the board, by the way, which is good because it's not G4.
Mm-hmm.
Queen D2 is gray. Andrea, yeah, I'm gonna get back to that answer. I'm just curious if Andrea's gonna play King H7, why would that be bad? Because of G4 again, like King H7. She might do that because of PTSD, but the best move would be take on D5.
Yeah, maybe take on D5. If you want to play King H7, play it, after taking on D5 because you control G4
She's gonna want to try to. Yeah, she's not gonna understand. She's like, this is gonna give her PTSD. Because David, I don't know if you were there or not when...
I was.
Yeah,
That was the last time we were commentating together. She allowed the queen in and got horribly mashed on the king side. Checkmated pretty much. Eventually. Yeah. I agree. It's easy to get traumatized when you see the same pattern emerging, but it's a different opening. At least now the center's more open than it was there. Her queen, her knights, they're nearby to defend the king, so she shouldn't get afraid. Hopefully she sees the differences, but yeah, at least Dina, if she wants to play King H7, take on D5 first. I think it's really instructive. Don't play King H7 now, because then G4 and the H file opens and you get checkmated again. The white rook joins. Right. So at least open the center first, Andrea. least take first.
Yeah, because this is better. I agree. So yeah, about that great example of Rust round, David. So there was this famous tournament in your country.
Okay.
Um,
Which one's my country?
One of your countries.
UK.
In your country, Northern Ireland. In Northern Ireland, Bunratty Open. And that tournament had like something I've never had before. It's like it doesn't exist anymore, but it had like historic tournament that had not 2 but 3 rounds a day. 3 rounds a day. What is this? And the first round, the morning round, it was like second day, but out of 3 days only. The second day is the morning round, and you got 3 games to play that day. I got paired against your teammate, your buddy McShane.
Luke McShane.
Luke McShane. And
you crushed him, right?
I crushed him. And then the best thing is like second round, I play Tivakov. And he plays French. And I get +1 in the opening. So I really like I could really like even win that game. Like I didn't manage, and then he equalized, and then he tricked me, and I lost, and I was so sad. And then the third game of that day, I got played against another Grandmaster. So basically that day I got played against 3 Grandmasters, and I also had an advantage, but he escaped. But that one escaped only for a draw, so I scored 1.5 out of 3 GMs there. And on that note, I welcome Bortnik Chess in chat. Bortnik Chess, it's 4 a.m. Bortnik, so that you know, David is like 10 minutes away from me. It's 4 a.m. Bortnik. I guess you haven't went to bed yet, right? I already woke up.
He's been playing Bullet in the club with Kanti, clearly. Hey, Mr. Bortnik.
Have you
welcome.
Just finished only?
I should mention, Dina, Bunratty's in Southern Ireland, so Republic of Ireland, but it's a fun tournament, I agree.
Oh yeah, it's because I was illegal there, because I went to Northern Ireland and I couldn't go to Southern Ireland because I didn't have a visa, so I would drive from Northern to Southern. I only had the British visa.
Wow.
That's why, for me, it was in Northern Ireland.
Small world. But for anyone in Europe or UK who likes chess and likes drinking, then it's a fun tournament, I can confirm.
Yeah, unfortunately it got cancelled though. But it's actually it is a tournament for drinking because it's not rated. That's why I had such great results, because everybody didn't care. I was the only one caring.
Yeah. No, but don't give your opponents excuses, Dina. You crushed them fair and square. I saw that McShane game.
Yeah.
Went for him and got the win. It was a great game.
Nice.
In all the English newspapers it appeared. It was, you were famous.
Yeah. And that's how you got your second job right after, but we don't talk about that.
Another time.
Yeah. I like how David can read my puns, or I don't know if I can call them puns.
Yeah, you're...
My little teasers between the lines for no one who knows the context.
Sorry, everyone. That's an in joke, in story. Don't know what you call it, but either way. Yeah, Dina, so you beat Luke McShane. Luke McShane beat Magnus at the London Classic in 2010, I think it was. So you've beaten Magnus. How's that feel?
Just feels the same way I beat Weedit, and then Weedit beat Hikaru twice, and basically meaning I beat Hikaru. Feels legit.
That's just a normal Friday,
it feels like
Dina.
Just another day at the office.
Exactly. Impressive. Chat, what's your claim to fame? What's your Magnus number? How many people do you need to have beaten who've beaten other people to get to Hikaru? I think it takes me longer than it takes you, actually.
Really?
At least in classical. Well, no, actually, probably not. But anyway, yeah. What's your Bortnik number? Have you beaten Bortnik at any time control yet?
Well, last time we played was at the Rapid tournament last week, because we like every month we have here rated Rapid and Blitz. And he blundered twice in a row, so I was a pawn up, but that's the biggest I could get. Actually, I think one game out of all the games we played for camera was really close, really close. I don't have a memory of winning. Maybe I did win, I don't know, but definitely with some odds. Maybe with an odd. Oh my god. Nice score. Yeah, it's hard to mention it. And by the way, amazing news! Amazing news! Andrea took the pawn on d5. Isn't that
Nice.
wow?
She's growing. She's maturing in front of our eyes. Opening the center while the white king stuck in the middle. What more could we ask for? That's our girl. And not playing king h7. That's step one.
On that note, Alexander Bortnik is leaving us. He saw Andrea taking on d5. He's a proud dad. Also, guys, if you don't know, Andrea has a great video where she challenged Bortnik on their YouTube channel. You should check that out. That's a very exciting one with odds. I think Bortnik had 30 seconds and Andrea like 5 minutes. That's a good one. Yeah, good night, Alexander. Good morning to us, ladies and gentlemen. Not all of us grandmasters can go to bed at 4 a.m.
Oh, I'm jealous. But I'm sure he's earned his sleep. He's probably been playing Blitz Bullet all night. He's crushed. You'll watch Incognito. Nice. Yeah, he's crushed me many a time at Blitz online.
Did he?
Probably. I'm assuming.
Nice.
I think we've played a Title Tuesday or two. I think he's beaten me at least once or twice. But anyway, does the other Bortnik brother live in Charlotte?
No, unfortunately,
Family affair.
they're not as close. Yeah, but we got. I think one Bortnik is more than enough. Honestly, I don't know if I could digest 2 at a time.
One Bortnik is better than none.
Well, there are technically 3 Bortniks here because because Sasha has his wife and his daughter here, so there are 3 at once.
Okay, just family.
Yeah,
and we've got. It's nice, Dina. We've got grandmasters lurking in the chat, like all over the place. The other day there was Hammer. There was who else? There was someone else.
Was there someone else? Some of your friends? I'm sure there are more grandmasters who are lurking how Botez are doing in Formentera. They're just ashamed or shy to stand up.
Bortnik chess. That's actually a funny question, but I can't tell you can't tell you why right now. But next time we chat.
Okay, so this is another thing this is one thing that I'm not aware of. This is some hidden private joke. Interesting. I like that.
It's like private joke exclusive to me, but I can't share it live on air. But okay, it's good news though, Dina, on both boards. Like Andrea not getting scared, not kind of being traumatized, not playing king h7. Who cares about the dark squared bishops anyway?
Wow.
She's developing, and also Alex's opponent.
Lord.
Alex's opponent's getting like restless and trying to trade off the light squared bishops. We talked about the French defense, why it's so bad. I mean, why trade off Black's worst piece?
This is playing so fast. Both Alexanders are playing so. Alexander Botez is playing very fast, and her position improved indeed.
Exactly. The trend is our friend. The momentum is on Black's side. Bishop c6 is a really good move, I've got to say. Like, not giving away the b5 square.
Yeah.
White's knight on a3 is silly now. Looks foolish.
I have a question. This is David. This is important. I have a question for both of our chats on YouTube and Twitch. Let us see how awake you are, chat. Can someone tell me like the truth, the real story about Bishop c6 and what we really think about it? It's like I'm surprised you guys are quiet. I'm surprised no one actually stood up and said anything. And I think it's an important moment. I'm waiting for it's a big pawn. It's a big pawn. So I expected you all to stand up against David and say, "What are you talking about, David? What is this? What is this?" But the thing is, even though it is a pawn, remember chess is all about putting things on the scales. What's more important? Here the cool thing is that white has to do something with it. If white takes, then it's a dream come true because we improve the pawn got to the center pawn and to control of the b5 square. And if they don't take, then at some point we might even play like queen d7 and force them to take or to go away, which would be passive. So here bishop c6, yes, it is ugly, but it's temporarily. And once you in your games are actually about to play that, you need to be aware how bad it is and need to be aware of a good side. Otherwise, don't do it. And on that note, Alexander Prado does a mistake, queen a4. It's an inaccuracy, not sure why it would be a mistake, but I guess it's just a move that doesn't attack anything in front of the rook. And like, when actually maybe she thought that she attacks bishop b4, but there is like pawn takes and like, I guess the best here, I'm not sure if Alexander can do that. If Alexander Botes, oh, too late. I was gonna say show maturity and castle, but hey, that woman doesn't want a castle, which would have been the best. Yeah, David.
Yeah, castling's not obvious though, like because 2 or 3 moves ago it was unthinkable to castle. Black's king was never ever castling kingside. You just get attacked on that side. You're weak there. So I understand why there's the hangover effect, and she doesn't want to castle still. But this looks fine. This looks manageable. Like she's covering everything. Queen b6 is always a good move in the French.
Yeah. Well, that's probably like I think the worst is behind, which is great for us. And Alexander is playing such a dynamic chess, such a like dynamic in terms of like fast. She's playing like what 1 hour 12 minutes, such a energetic chess, which is great for us because the quicker the game, the faster the game ends, the sooner we go back to sleep. Not all of us. Speaking of fast, Andrea's situation has been spreading up real fast. After bishop f5, we got f3. Bit ugly. Rook e8. Man, I love how Andrea plays. I cannot believe she actually went for bishop f5 and wasn't afraid of bishop h6. And I guess it's just because she said herself, even though bishop comes to h6, I don't have to take. Man, I am such a proud mother and the coach and everything. Every time I see Andrea play, I feel happy. She brings me a lot of happiness because I see how much she improves day by day, which is just unbelievable.
Exactly. Like it's clear as well. I've literally only done what like 4 days or something, and to my eyes as well, she's improving every day. Andrea, imagine if she keeps doing this, like grinds the tournament circuit for 1 year. I mean, she'll be unstoppable. She'll be crushing people. Yeah, just left, right, and center. So rook e8, good move. I'm expecting white to castle queenside. It just feels like her opponent has been building up to that. Feels like that's what the opponent wants to do. Maybe the opponent wants to castle queenside and then go g4.
Yeah, g4 is the move. David, you know that when we have those discussions, I always feel frustrated because like I know she like yeah, there is a low percentage that she would actually become passionate about chess, but it's it always frustrates me whenever I see her do such great results. Some games in the Open seem like the candidates.
He means they're just really high quality games, just like the girls. Yeah, I mean, I guess in the candidates they're just trying to kill each other every game, like both of them, but like every player is just going for it. So yeah, I mean that's what we see here in the tournament.
Wow.
Okay, top 10 to top 20 must play more in opens. Yeah, their ratings would be drained away.
Oh,
all the kids would farm them. I agree. That would be fun to watch.
Let the kids find them.
Yeah, the farming would start. Like, I mean, I was sitting there. I mean, you and I, we played Gibraltar a few times. And 1 year I was sitting next to Anand a few times. And I mean, he was suffering open tournament. He was hating it. Lost like 20 something points, 30 points.
Oh.
I mean, he was making draws with 2400s, losing a couple of games. So yeah, it's tough. Open tournaments. The girls are brave, jumping in the European circuit here. It's not easy. I mean, the US circuit's also super tough. Faster time controls and everything. But yeah, both sisters, I like it, Dina. I think the trend is going in their directions on both boards. Optimistic. It feels like Alexandra Prado she's trying to force the issue. She feels like she should be winning or better, and she's just trying to, I mean, she's just been playing too impatiently. Why trade off? That's what I was ranting about earlier. I was moaning King's Indian, French defense, you get cramped, no space, but now pieces are disappearing from the board. Who cares about being cramped? No space issues anymore. Space invaders.
Bishop to b4. Yeah, we're gonna see bishop back. Bishop back. Man, bishop back.
Valid player asks if Candidates is the biggest tournament. Nope, it is Formentera, Sunway Chess Open. The biggest tournament going on right now.
You said it, not me.
No, I agree. Why else would I get up at 8 in the morning after commentating till 3? Okay, bishop takes b4. I guess she wants rook c1, but we could just defend, no? Just defend. Alexandra, actually, strategically now, black is doing well, really, really well long term.
Oh, yeah.
So,
except for this knight on g7. I'm still not a fan of this Earthen Child. In the meantime, inaccuracy from Nino Maserati. Knight to h3 is a dubious move. Although the only reason to explain that would be by taking the knight, which Andrea would never do.
why would she never do that? It's a forward move. She likes her forward moves.
Right. But I would rather see her do knight d7. But here the problem is it's not knight f4, it's knight f2. She would never see that move back. Helping e4. Oh my god, this is not happening. Here first line, David, can you guess first line here?
Well, it's not g4 because of knight takes f3 check, but
no.
King f1.
No. King f1 is a good one, but the best is not King f1.
So it's not King f1.
You'd be shocked.
What would I be shocked by? Not castle's queenside.
It is castle's queenside, David.
That's an obvious one, though. I mean,
right.
White's been building up towards that.
Right. Everything that they do.
Oh, kingside. Oh, I said queenside. Whoops. Yep, I was right. Wow, that would never happen.
Yeah, I think just simple 97, 85. This is what Andrea will do, and it's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks okay. Yeah, I guess in these positions, like it started as a King's Indian, but it looks more like a Benoni now. And normally you want to trade off one set of minor pieces just because you're a bit cramped. So bishop takes h3 in the game position would be quite strong because it stops white from ever castling kingside like you showed in that last variation. And you trade off.
Yeah, that's why. So it's okay, guys. So this is the wisdom from my Russian chess coach, and I think it's very important right now here. So I would always rant on you about, like, I would come and kick you with a book. How dare you trade your strongest piece, most active, most beautiful bishop out there for this idiot out there on h3, which is completely Rim and Slim and Dean, right? But my coach would tell me, Dina, it's not just about the pieces that you're trading, darling. It's also about the pieces that are left on the board. And when we look at that, we see that the king cannot castle anymore, that the rook is misplaced, and that we have more space because our pawn structure is more passive because of this d5 pawn. So see, once again, chess is all about rules and exceptions to those rules and how you can balance between those when you put them all on the scale at once. And my natural talent at coaching, David?
I mean, it's world class. It's as if you should open a chess school or something.
Right.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
No,
Andrea
improve.
played 97, and okay, once again, I think it's very good. We can clap. Why are we clapping? God knows.
It's a development move. It's forward.
We're clapping because our girl has completed the puzzle.
She's
right?
almost connected her rooks, Dina.
Okay,
Almost.
okay. Well, David, see guys, David is not. Whoa, knight of 2 immediately. David doesn't clap because he knows you need to connect the rooks. Yeah, guys, last stage. Well, Andrea finished the opening development, right? But if you want to get to the next level, then yeah, get your queen out and to a5 and connect the rooks. That's the final step. But you know, I don't ask for much. As a mother, see my kids bring their minor pieces out is already big achievement.
Exactly. She's just got to be careful because there's a risk her bishop gets trapped on f5. But yeah, I'll clap. I'll clap everyone when she doesn't get her bishop trapped on f5, and when she doesn't get checkmated after some g4. But in the meantime, I did see a couple of chats saying, yeah, I feel really bad now, everyone. If Alex Banzea was here commentating, we could have had Alex in chat watching Alex commentating on Alex Squared. It would have been like Alexception. Alex Inception. Gutted. Sorry, Banzea. I feel bad now. Jumping in. I don't have a flashy name like that. All the Alexanders around today, Dina.
That
instead of
amazed me.
Yeah, you got the double D instead, Dina and David. So everyone should be happy. Okay, knight e5, not played by Andrea yet, but most logical move. You talked about knight d7 and the slow clap, but king d7, Dina. What do you make of king d7 from Alexandra?
Ooh, she plays like, oh my god, I think it's a GM level style. Okay, you know what? I love king d7s. King d7s, king d2s are my best friends. I often do them, really often do them in my games. I think it's the next level. I think Alexandra doing king d7 shows that, hey, you think I forgot to castle? Well, I got something for you. Little do you know. Andrea played queen a5.
She's connected her rooks, Dina.
Yay!
I'm gonna clap.
Okay, clapping.
She's been listening to you all those years.
You mean all those days? Yeah, all those weeks.
Those days.
She's been playing chess for the last 2 months. So yeah, for the last 2 months, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't really know what the queen's doing on a5. She's pretty much hoping the opponent castles queenside, but the opponent now might go the other way, like you said.
Yeah, David, but you know that the first line is castling kingside.
Yeah.
It was not. She's
Nino...
never gonna do that. I don't think she's gonna do that. I think the position is totally fine. It's surprising that Andrea didn't prepare the sneaky knight f3, which is her style, but g4 here is still bad.
Dina,
we can take her.
Knight e5. After g4, she's going to go knight e5 or... Actually, well, yeah, just take a pawn. I thought she was going to play for dirty tricks, but...
Oh, knight e5. I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
so
and...
chat, David was going to hang a bishop. Oh no, my bishop. Oh no, your queen. And then... Oh no, why can I not? What's the problem? Why?
Oh no. Free
It
queen.
doesn't work. Oh, it's because there's a rook here. Got it.
But no, I like it. The one big question now is her opponent. Is she kind of stubbornly going to keep the white king in the center, king f1 or something, or castle queenside just to try and attack on the king side? Because we said that's her style. Nino Maisaradze, she loves to attack, even unsoundly. Or does she kind of calm down and kind of castle kingside? The position's fine, might not attack, but At least the white king is safe. Big moment.
Right.
And Andrea's opponent keeps bobbing her head. She's stolen Andrea's move. The dance floor.
Did someone understand what Bortnik was trying to do with his 000 math here?
As soon as I see numbers, my brain goes fuzzy. Dina,
I was just curious if that
don't
was
understand.
a compliment or a rose. That's all.
Probably a bit of both, no? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Oof. Let's go back to the game position in that one. Kevin trying to roast Bortnik now. Sleep deprivation does weird things to all of us. Don't worry. I am struggling with it right now.
I'm pretty sure Bortnik is just high after his chess social gathering, and now he just cannot. He's bored. He's looking for some action. He cannot fall asleep. Yeah, but didn't he go to bed already? Exactly. Right now we're hanging out with all Europeans. I don't think we have any Americans here. Do we have any Americans watching us right now?
Yeah, let us know. That's why the sisters, they have to play now for the next like 4 hours minimum so that everyone wakes up.
Right. What?
Ulon.
What? So many?
Whoa.
Oh my god. Damn. This is some
Commitment.
serious level dedication here.
Nice. There's a lot of Texas. I'm impressed.
Whoa.
Minnesota. Oh, wow. Hey, everyone.
So many.
It's all your neighbors, Dina. Especially for this. Your new neighbors in the US.
Wow, it's all my neighbors. Hello, neighbors. Washington State over here.
Whoa.
Damn.
I saw someone said their husband is also called David from my hometown. That's a bit... Yeah, that's a bit stalkery, but also interesting. Hey, Miss Eastbourne. Eastbourne's the best.
Damn girl.
But yeah, hey everyone from the US. Hey, David's a very rare name in Sussex. Yeah, everyone's called David where I'm from. True. Okay, no moves. Look at the sisters. Look at the clocks. Dina, I have a good feeling. Hopefully my jinx will be broken. Although, Alexandra, I'm slightly worried about her chess. Good, she's got all the American fans out there, but...
I'm in shock. I feel like I have no right to complain anymore. If you were all guys awake just to support sisters.
What is it for you? It's like 4 something a.m., nearly 5 a.m.
Yeah, soon to be 5 a.m.
Nearly 11 a.m. here, but I'm still definitely napping. As soon as this is over, I'm going to just pass out all day. But first, I hope for a 7-hour grind. Do this. Okay, Dina, what are we expecting? I'm really impressed actually by Alexandra Prado's last move. Rook c2.
Okay.
Gonna double up on the c file. Black is a bit stuck. Ooh. Don't like that one from Alex.
So this
oh
is
no.
a blunder. Why is it a blunder? Bishop c6 only move. Pawn takes c6. Queen takes a3.
Maybe.
What? How is this a
Queen
blunder?
b4? She's hoping for Queen b4 here.
It's just bad. It's not that it's a blunder, it's just bad. Why is it bad?
Just bad pawn structure, backward pawn on c6, I guess. And now actually black's stuck, right? Like queen on d3 is really nice. Like if you moved in that last variation you showed, if the black h rook moved, queen h7. If the black a rook moved, queen a6. Oh no, Alex. I was teasing her opponent for playing too hastily, but maybe a bit impatient for Alex this time. She saw this whole variation, but the queens don't come off. And then the Black King really regrets not castling. Alex, you got to castle your king. Okay, big moment. Hopefully the opponent allows the trade. But surely she won't. Oh, I shouldn't have used the J word, the jinx word. Oh, what did I do? Sorry everyone, this is my fault. This is not Alex. This is me.
Why would she do that? What was the reason for that? What did she want?
I thought she would play like rook c8, rook c7, double up on the c-file, just super solid, no weaknesses. White's queen is really, really bad in this position. But then she made White's queen good. Literally my fault. No. The problem is the opponent obviously won't trade queens. It's like, you got to think about what the opponent wants. And trading queens only improves Black's pawn structure. Endgames only help Black. Right. And you can see Prada there thinking about it, but she won't think for long. She'll just move her queen. Sorry, Dina. I feel like that was my fault, genuinely.
But no,
excited.
don't apologize. Like, you have nothing to apologize for. I'm just trying to get into, whenever the girls do mistakes, I'm trying to understand the reasoning behind it. And I just don't see what was the point. Who was attacking who? Like, literally the knight on the ring. Didn't we discuss the most ridiculous knight out there? Like, he doesn't even want to go to b5. Like, what didn't she like? I'm just trying to understand. Why not?
Yeah, maybe she just thought she was a bit stuck. But yeah, never get hasty. If you calculate a long variation like this, like take, you have to be sure that the consequence, the final position, is in your favor. I think she's just itching to get the queens off, and
like even rook c1 is like already winning. It's like I feel like in Alexander chess has no choice. Like, what's she gonna do? She's just forced to do the most obvious thing, and it turns out to be the best thing.
Yeah, she's gonna move already. Alex is trying to hustle her opponent on the clock, but
yeah.
Actually, this is again like, yeah, I don't want to like lecture, but like when your opponent's low on time, you keep the tension. You don't give them obvious moves. You don't force them to find the best moves. And Alexandra, there we go. She's forced her opponent to find good moves, like you said, Dina. Of course, the opponent's going to take back what you capture. Of course, the opponent's not going to trade queens on your terms. It's like life. You got to think about other people. You got to think about what they want, not just yourself.
Right.
Ooh, yeah. Apparently, Hammer would be annoyed about the lack of castling. I think Alex will be annoyed that she went for this last couple of moves. She'd fought back. She had a great position, or at least very playable. Yeah, Dina, the problem is now, like, the black rook on h8 can never ever move because queen h7. Like, the black a rook moves, queen a6. The white queen's going to come in either flank, either side. No, I'm scared. Maybe queen b5 here? Queen b5, try and trade. Beg for the exchange. Maybe we'll see a draw. Queen b5, queen a3, queen b4, dance between the queens.
No, the problem is, like, our Alexandra will not want to repeat.
But why is she blitzing? She has more than an hour.
Well, she's blitzing because she wants me to go to sleep. But that's understandable. I appreciate that. That's called consideration. But
yeah, but
no, I mean she's like, this is how she played yesterday. She's trying to win with, like, actually, I'll tell you what she's doing. She's trying to destroy her opponent physically. Oh, sorry, mentally, psychologically. Yeah, psychologically is the best. But also, it's the 9th game. She's definitely done with this tournament.
She's on a roll. Like, she should be super keen for the tournament to continue. Like, 2 in a row.
Lol.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, actually, black's position would be fine if it wasn't for that bad knight. That black knight on g7 is the saddest piece you'll ever see. In the meantime, watch out, Andrea. Your opponent has a threat. White has castle kingside on Andrea's board. g4 threatens to trap black's bishop. Be careful. Be careful.
Okay, how's Andrea doing?
She's doing okay. She just needs to play knight e5, I think.
Oh, Andrea's opponent actually castled short. Andrea's like, what? You did what? Excuse me? I thought you said you were gonna attack. Were you castling? Yeah, Andres must be like right now. It's like having this, like we say this. I don't know if you have it in this expression in English. We say it in Russian, like your brain exploded. Like your brain cannot digest it.
Yeah, we have that. I think, chat, we have that in English as well. Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. Yeah, Andrea must be like her mind.
The mind is blown.
Yeah, it's like, what just happened? I thought castling kingside wasn't allowed after you moved all these pawns and tried fake attacking me. Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Queen b6. Don't like that, David.
Ooh.
Knight
Wait,
to
what?
e5. Yeah, I don't know why. But okay, you know what? I told her many times. Play okay moves fast. It's gonna be better than best moves, but taking too much time for it. So.
But Dina, her last move was queen d8 to a5, and then back to b6. She's literally lost a move for free.
I actually know why she's doing this. She wants to do the same thing. No, yes, she wants to do the same thing. And it's crazy to me that she's kind of repeating same thing, but this time it works, and this time she has the right to do it. But I think it's definitely just prophylactics from... Yeah, it's definitely prophylactics from bishop h6.
Yeah, and I guess, like, compared to the last position with the black queen on a5, at least now g4 isn't a threat. Or maybe it is, but...
It actually is a move, but... It actually
it
is
doesn't
a
win a
move.
piece, at least. Maybe we put it on the board, like, if black had gone, like, a6 instead. At least here, black has the e4 square, like, knight e4 or bishop e4.
Bad news for you, David. Bad news.
No.
I think knight e4 is losing. The only move that is not losing
b4.
here is the move that Andrea will never play.
Oh, gosh.
You know what it is?
So it's not knight e4, you said?
No. I mean, knight e4 is just kind of like big advantage for white.
Bishop e4, rook. Oh, not rook takes e2.
It is rook e2. It's like something Andrea would never play. And then she just go rook e8, and then queen, I don't know where, like queen f3. You gotta go knight e5. You're not gonna go queen. But Andrea, it's like this is some
queen
GM
d1
level. Queen d1. Like even David, he would need so much time to find it.
Exactly.
What
if
is
I find
this
it.
going?
Like,
if he finds it, yeah, this is some
queen b2. Yeah.
high GM level chess. The problem with like imagine this is natural thing. It happens. The problem with like knight e4, knight takes, bishop takes.
Looks a bit scary. The bishop's trapped. Although bishop d4 check will come. Muy complicado, as they say in Formentera.
Why is this bad?
I think you're just a bit stuck with black.
Yeah, guess you're under attack. This is one of those situations. This is how you do not play chess. It's like white is moving pawns away from the king and is having a big attack, but it's not a justification for your games, guys. Don't try this at home. If you do that, you only gonna destroy your position. You're not gonna make the attack succeed, okay? I actually believe... Yeah, sorry, David, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I agree. Don't try it with either side, white or black. Carry on, Dina.
Yeah, I actually have my own theory. I had a debate yesterday with one of my students, and I didn't know what to tell them. I strongly believe that watching the candidates for chess learners, adult improvers, let's say the range between anywhere like up until like 1400 or 1500, I actually strongly believe that watching the candidates has nothing to teach you. I don't think you can teach anything, but maybe just like some game psychology moments, right?
Hmm.
But I don't think that watching chess, high level chess, elite chess, can teach you anything.
Yeah.
Like, and I actually, and my student got into like, was like surprised and shocked and tried to oppose. Now, David, you as a real expert, I'm like a fake expert. You're the real expert. You're literally the commentator. What do you think
Blasphemy.
about that? Let's say like a 1,000 or 12,000 chess player,
Yeah.
average chess player, watches candidates thinking that he's gonna learn.
I mean, I agree. Like, you probably don't learn so much from just watching the moves themselves, because, like, ultimately, in lots of sports, but especially chess, you learn from mistakes. It's just trial and error. You learn from kind of making blunders. You learn from forgetting to castle. You learn from all of these kind of things we're taught. And I agree. Like, the top players, they don't make basic mistakes. So how do we learn there? But it's like watching, for example, football or soccer or whatever you want to call it. Like, we watch the top players, the best players in the world, for entertainment. We watch it for the amazing things they do, which we can never do, and we're like, wow, we wish we could do that. That's amazing. But then, yeah, I agree. Like, I think if I were starting out now or an adult improver, I would want to watch games like this because, or at least commentary like this, because like you figure out what not to do. You see more patterns. We see mistakes like not that often, but like we see them more regularly than at top level. So I agree, Dina. Like, I didn't think I would say that as often as I have done these last few days, but I agree with you. I think you learn stuff from top level tournaments if the commentary is good and if you kind of tune into the little details, but it's more entertainment than anything. So, I mean, this is both, hopefully. The best is always educational and entertaining combined. Queenie 7, though. Ugh. Are you just enjoying the fact that I'm agreeing, Dina? You look proud of yourself.
I look proud, but I also feel like, you know, that emoji that you have this guy with like home eyebrows and like it's called not when you cry, tears in your eyes. I'm like that emoji, you know, whenever they say something like emotional. But yeah, but actually no, truth is, I think obviously it depends also on the host. But I guess my point is, you probably can learn something if your host like chews everything and puts into your mouth, like every single simple detail. But definitely not from pure games, right? Okay, maybe something from a commentary, but yeah, but I actually wait, time code. What was that time code? 203. 203. David Howell. David Howell agreeing with Dina on watching candidates. I'm such a nerd. Watching candidates is not effective.
Understatement of the year. I mean, we're all nerds here. Anyone who's watching chess at this time of the morning is a nerd. We're all in it together.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I must say, yeah, you're right. Like, I learned a lot this week because I'm commentating with like yourself, and I've got the likes of Judith Polgar and stuff. They've got a lot of wisdom. But I mean, it's like, again, playing any sport. It's like watching a game of Nakamura and then thinking, oh, I can play like that too. I can just copy and be the same. It's like going out and watching, I don't know, Novak Djokovic at tennis and being like, okay, I can do exactly what he does. Like, doesn't work that way. You got to learn from people around your level first and foremost. And then you move up through the levels. You start learning from higher rated players all the time. But yeah, you got to start somewhere. In the meantime, Alex, oh, look at the Black Knight. Look at the Black Queen. The last few moves, Dina, they've been painful.
Yeah, I saw this queen retreat and I was like, what? +4. Literally, you know what +4 means, right, chat? +4 means as if white was 4 pawns up. How's that possible? 4 pawns up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even see a move, Dina. It just looks... I mean, even this last move.
Yeah,
sorry, she should have gone queen a4. Why not queen a4? Stay active. Now her queen is shut out the game. Her knight is shut out the game. Literally the 2 worst pieces you'll ever see. And she can't even move, Alexandra. Like, why has she still got an hour on her clock?
You know what, David? 2 things. Obviously, this is how you should not play chess. Like a guide how not to play chess. We cannot move the rook because there's queen h7. This is like so. I think it's a moment for Alex to reach her hysteria. But on a positive note, I have developed this theory, like how to fight when you're bad, when you're worse. The best thing you can do to yourself when you are in a bad position, in a bad situation, is actually to play fast, pretty kind of fast, because at least you're putting your opponent, as I said, into psychological pressure and hopefully into time trouble. So, and it worked. We saw that in the first win that Alex had. So, I mean, thinking, like, I think at this point it's too late to think anyway, but you're also right, David. She should have used more time somewhere earlier to think deeper about the position. So I say that it's like, yeah, it depends.
It always depends, but yeah, unfortunately, the results in this game, I mean, it's going to be difficult to come back now.
I would say now it's so bad that at this point she better play fast, if I can put it this way.
I think the only chance is the opponent getting a bit nervous or miscalculating something. White's literally going to play rook takes a5 next move, or queen c3, and I mean, I think it's a miracle, actually, if Alex survives the next few moves. She's playing without a queen and without a knight. I mean, queen down in any game is hard against any opponent. And yeah, I feel like Alex, she's better than her opponent. If she just got a position and played, she'd have so much chance, but yeah, just a bit too rushed, not just on the clock, but also on the board, Dina. She was the one who traded off like White's bad pieces for her good pieces, and now she's left with bad pieces herself, and White is the one with the superior activity. So our chances might rest on Andrea's shoulders in this round. Yeah, let's not give up hope, though. Let's hope that I can somehow jinx the opponent this time. Okay, how to keep fighting. That's step 1. Everyone gets bad positions. We've all been there. But fighting on surviving, that's this kind of first step. How much she would love to castle right now, Dina. How much she would love to get the black rook off h8 and the black king on g8.
Okay,
that would be the dream.
Castle is one thing. Another thing is knight to f4. Man, this is just impossible. This is literally impossible to bring this knight to f4. The king to g7. If only we could swap that. And the rook. I mean, it's like rook to b7 probably. Then the moment they take on c6, we take on b2.
Yep, maybe. But okay, what if we just don't see a move at all? Let's play rook a8. Just allow the white queen in. Maybe it's not the end of the world. As long as we keep the king alive. I'm being told off for my stiff upper lip mentality. Yeah. I mean, I'm crying inside. I'm gutted inside, but I've got to stay strong. Put a brave face on. Keep fighting. Oh, Alexandra Prado. Is she a dojo student? Chess dojo. Wow. I
Oh,
did not
is
know
she
that.
a chess dojo student? Is that true?
What Quad Exe says in the chat. If true, then yeah, she's improved a lot. I saw a tournament of hers last year, and yeah, she's got a lot better. That makes sense. Private student of Kostya. Apparently.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. Because they were together with Jules, they were in a few open tournaments earlier this year in Europe. So that makes, like, I knew they were friends. That makes total sense. And probably, if I were to speculate, then Kostya could also potentially train Jules. Another speculation would be that Aaron Jacobson could be Jules' coach, but either one of them, whoever told Jules to play, you know what, is gonna have a conversation with me. You know why? But Alex, back to Alex. You just played A4.
Oh, I don't know why. Tell us, Dina.
I
We all want to know why.
put a lot of rant on my Insta stories. Chat, can you fill David in, please, on this thing?
I did actually see your Insta stories this morning, so I know what you're talking about now.
Oh, look at you this morning. All right, so David woke up 10 minutes before, and like just to kind of instead of this, he just like, okay, let's go to Instagram. Okay, who is gonna make me wake up? All right, Dina yelling at Jules Gambit. Perfect. Now I feel awake.
Exactly. Time to play D4, D5, girl. Or something along those lines.
Yeah. A4. Beautiful, beautiful blockade for Alexandra. Unfortunately, Alexandra chess is only 5 pawns up.
Only.
Beautiful. Even here, it's already no way to defend. Oh my god.
Yeah, Queen C2 is a double attack. Hitting A4, hitting C6. That looks over. Rook A5 is also a double attack. Threatening Rook A7 check with a nasty skewer.
Right.
Threatening the A4 pawn. All roads lead to Athens at this point. Or at least a pawn falling. So Alex will be down a pawn and still facing an attack. Queen C2. Her opponent's playing really well. That doesn't help. Okay, how to fight on. Gotta be Rook C8, I guess. Trying to look on the bright side of life, but not so easy right now. Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, 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 do-do. Come on, Rook C8. Just curl up into a ball, put a Rook on C7. Promise some singing, but singing at this time of the morning is not easy.
Oh, David, all this time I'm thinking, what should I? It's like, how do you keep yourself up at this time of the night? You must have some craving. I'm trying to find what craving should I have during my break. Any suggestions, guys? I have an ice cream in the fridge. Maybe that could keep me up.
Do it. It's there. It's got your name on it. It's waiting for you.
Chocolate. I don't know. Is there something special that I have chocolate? It's like I would need your recommendations. Like what is out there that could keep me up?
I agree with
yeah.
Noxious. You need a Red Bull. That's the way to stay awake.
Queen C2.
How much do you think Alex is hating her position right now?
It's great that you asked this great question, David. Great. It's amazing question. You know why? Because I was gonna ask you the exact same one, but actually not the same way. I was thinking to myself, I legit am curious to know what was the point for Alexandra to realize that her position is bad. when she actually realized that her position is bad? This is something I would love to ask her, and I don't have an answer to this question. Because, I mean, now she definitely knows she's like, how did this happen? But did she know how this happened?
Yeah, that's a good. That's a better way of putting the question, Dina. I have a feeling it's only when the queens didn't get traded, and then she was like, "Oh shit!
So
Oh wait, maybe the queen's staying on." Suddenly, the Black King uncastled, regretting life. I think she just assumed the queens would come off and that she would grind down her opponent in an endgame. But again, you got to think from the
that's a
opponent's
good
point of view.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. So for some reason she must probably like when the queen like came to here, she's like, even here it's like, yeah. So basically any move that avoids the trade. That's such an easy. Let's answer the question. Just swap the queens and then black is better.
Yeah, I think this was the moment she just assumed in her mind, because she's been rushing a little bit on the clock. She just assumed the queens come off, and she's correct. Alex would be 100% right. Black is better in any endgame because black has more central pawns, white's overextended. But
I
yeah,
also
I think
have a good
moment.
news. Yeah. Andrea's opponent did not play g4. I don't know how much it's good news or not. We have 95 now, and we better do it before it's too late. I hope Andrea's gonna do it.
Yeah, she has to, surely. Otherwise, her bishop will just get trapped on f5. It's like only move territory for Andrea.
And it's a move
She's been spending
forward, and it's putting a knight in the center. And I told her 20 million times that you gotta put your knights towards the center, so meaning in the center if you can. So I believe in Andrea. She's gonna do that.
Yeah, centralize, mobilize.
Yeah.
And other words that rhyme with that. Go, 95. Do it.
Right. Come on, Andrea. And we just got our new subscriber. Super Grandmaster Boarding Chess has subscribed for 6 months. Thank you, Alexander. What made you subscribe? It's probably Alexander wants to support Andrea into her path towards the center, I believe. Everybody believes in Andrea.
Exactly. It's the A team. Alex, Andrea, they're going to do the business somehow. They're going to turn these around. Andrea's actually up, we should mention, like 25 minutes on the clock almost.
Which is amaze me. Right, chat?
Amaze balls. Knight e5. Someone's asking about rook e5. But that square's such a good launchpad jumping spot for the black knight. Centralization. Not just that, you give the black light squared bishop a retreat square.
Yeah,
this one looks a bit scary because your bishop's
it would be
trapped.
great, and I actually would feel even more proud if Andrea did that, because it would complete the mission of bringing, like, you remember Hikaru, and we talked about it, open file, put towers, one tower ahead another one, and all that. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hey, Chastina, how are you doing? Any plans for tonight? Are you free? You know, accidentally I'm playing in a tournament looking for a host, so I was thinking maybe if you're free tonight. Okay, back to work. Sorry, I forgot I was on the mission. So
No,
yes.
you do your thing. Business, Dina.
Rook e7, g4, and
Tina Belenkaya
takes g4, and f takes g4, and the bishop is trapped. Nothing like a self-hiring during when you were already hired.
It's multitasking, Dina.
Fully professional. Yeah.
You can do two things at once. But yeah, like, she has to centralize Andrea. I just don't know if she's seen this pattern before, putting a black knight on e5, because it's so common in lots of openings, but maybe not in the openings that she plays. Black knight sits really nicely on e5 because white's h4 pawn kind of sits too far forward, so f4 is never ever an issue. It's like an outpost pretty much. Chuck Moulton does say, like, you asked Tina, but you didn't ask me.
Well, yeah, I see. Okay, Sasha Bortnick saying he'd be happy to join. Happy to join. I mean, join BotezLive or join Belenkaya Alto. I mean, honestly, man, tonight if you're free, I'd be happy to have you as my host. Chuck Modern, same, likewise. Yeah, I've been struggling to find hosts for evening rounds because it's like everybody in Europe sleeps. So, guys, be my guests. And sorry, this is completely unprofessional, but going back to this position on the board, David, I asked David, but I don't want to downgrade David to. It's like
I'm like fifth choice. I understand.
Upgrade candidates, Botus, Belenkaya. Okay, what's next?
I mean, the sky's the limit, right? And no, what is that? King H7 now? Of all times? Andrea.
Is it just yeah, traumatized? I told you one day she was gonna be traumatized, but I guess it's.
But why? Bishop H6 is never a threat. G4, it's. Oh no. The opponent's not even going to think long. The opponent's been setting everything up for G4, and Andrea hasn't read the opponent's mind. She hasn't realized what's her idea even. Is she going to... The bishop just not trapped? It was going so well. They were both at least equal. They both had so much more time than their opponents, and they still do, but the positions have gone downhill.
I guess for me the most surprising is that Andrea has shown for the last 15 moves that she learned her lessons, but she wasn't traumatized. So she was keeping the situation under control. And all of a sudden, she gets back to her PTSD. So it just, everything in her moves was showing us that she was aware of Bishop H6, but she also knew that this position is different. Here it's not as dangerous, right? And we saw that as a huge achievement. Uh-oh. And yeah, in the last moment she cracked. It happens though. I had many times. You know, when you're in the process of learning, it's so easy to get confused.
Yeah. And yeah, as Onyx Sander says, fatigue is a big factor at the back end of a tournament. That is correct. The last round, super early morning start. The body clock adjusting, it's hard. And especially with black, when you know that your opponent will start on the front foot and they kind of go for you, they want to attack. But this is where, yeah, as you say, it's experience, Dina. They'll learn, they'll take a lot from this. For example, Andrea, from research, could maybe have known that her opponent's super aggressive. The opponent is a very, very attacking player. Doesn't even, Andrea's basically playing like a more experienced version of herself. Just only knows how to go forward, only knows how to attack. So G4 is the top thing to think about. So King H7, okay, it turns out it's a kind of bad move, but even if King H7 is fine, she needs an idea after G4. G4 is like the only thing she needed to calculate. But I think she just forgot what her opponent wanted. She's played great up till now, Andrea. Very quickly as well, but now it's just a case of a piece being trapped. It was just a one-move threat. She didn't stop it.
Yeah, and been setting up for so long. Oh, she replies right away. Okay, well, you know what, bro? At least she's playing fast. Let's admit.
True.
I hate how Engine says best move is rook takes e2 here. This is just like, for me, it means how desperate we are. Also, Sasha in chat says that this position looks like Alekhine. Sasha is a big Alekhine expert. He published his course on Alekhine. Lately, it was so contagious that even Danya started playing Alekhine. I think they worked on it together. But I guess this is how Alekhine feels when your opponent plays good. Oh, David. Perfect moment. My friend David. Now that we talk sincerely about everything and we can open up to each other like best friends, what do you think about Alekhine? I'm putting you on the
Stop
spotlight.
Stop trying to throw me under the bus. I'm pretty sure I've lost against the Alekhine in Title Tuesday to
To
Bortnik.
Alex many times. Right. But
I'm
you told
pretty
us
sure I
the
have,
truth
but-
about French, right? Alekhine is way behind French. If that's what you think about French is true, then I may suppose that what you think about Alekhine is even worse. But hey, I'm gonna let you answer the question.
I mean, no comment. No comment. It's different, and a variety is the spice of life. I don't believe in just playing the French. I don't believe in just playing the Alekhine, but I believe, experimenting, learning, surprising the opponent. Try everything out once before we start hating on it. It's provocative. It at least asks different questions to most other openings, so I quite like the idea of the Alekhine, but I've got a 0% score with the Alekhine. I played it once in my life. I lost to Anna Muzichuk, and then I quit it. I never ever played it again. So
Can you repeat that? Who did you lose to?
Anna Muzichuk. The power of the A's.
It feels so
Alexandra,
good to know when, these female grandmasters proving the world, but okay, that was
Yeah,
just me.
she crushed me in that game. I will admit. 2009, I think. So,
but yes, but
yeah.
Sasha says we all know it's better than C6. Actually, no. Actually, no. Sasha, you were late to the party. You were too busy playing Blitz in the chess center. But earlier today, David gave us his lecture on how I need to teach both the sisters play C6 because it's the best life hack for when you are like under 2000, right?
I genuinely believe, hot take, C6 Caracan, that's the way forward. I actually have a very young student who started playing the Caracan and just literally crushes up to 2100 level just using one idea. Same thing every time, same pawn structure. Just the opponents, especially in faster time control, struggle to deal with it. But yeah, I think that's true of any opening. Even the Alekhine, even something as dodgy, as suspicious as the Alekhine. That's my hot take for the day. If you know it better than your opponent, that's the only thing. The sisters playing the French, playing the King's Indian, that's 100% fine. It's more than fine, but they just need to know it better than their opponents. And I think that just takes time. That's part of this process. They'll get there.
Actually, I just had an enlightening. Over the last few years, I have been struggling and having this conversation with my coaches. And I was just like, I cannot survive in this world on one Caracan only. Especially when I need a fighting opening when I'm playing against lower rated and I need something to go for the win, but I don't want to destroy myself. And I'm not gonna play Sicilian ever in my life because it's just too much theory and too much concrete, and I don't have the ability to study all the lines. And I just realized that the answer, oh my god, the answer is so simple. I literally have two super GMs living 10 minutes away from me who just published the course on an opening that gives you fighting chances for black against e4, and no one knows how to find it. All I need is just to study their course and then ask all my questions just in DMs or just by knocking at the door.
Do it, Dina. It's a historic moment. Everyone in chat, this is the moment Dina lost her mind. And this was the downhill spiral. She started playing the Alekhine as part of her main repertoire.
I'm telling you.
It's actually a good idea, though. I agree.
Okay, let me text Bortnik.
Do it.
Can I get a discount? A discount if I buy your course. So, okay.
But it's custom made for you, Dina. It's it's a good kind of sister opening to the Caracan, because sometimes you get kind of pawn structures where long term you're doing well, but short term you might get a bit cramped. And it's provocative. That's what you need against slower rated players. Like you said, create winning chances, create imbalances. Talking of creating imbalances, let's get back to the chess though. And I think Alexandra's position, I'm not sure if it improved, but she's still alive. Yeah, let's update those boards. She's a pawn down.
I mean, people, all of you chatters, you seriously want to go down this road? You seriously want to complain about me not updating the board? So you want to see Alexandra, like the moment where we were, just so that you know, she was 4 pawns down. After the board update, this is what you were asking for? You want to see this? You want to tell me the truth? She's 6 pawns down. White here is +6. This is what you want to see? This is what you're going to see? You really want to suffer? You really want to suffer that much? I was protecting you. I was here. I didn't want you to know the reality. But the reality is, Alexandra Botez is about to resign.
I mean, she'll fight on. She'll never resign. I don't know what she'll do. She'll play like Queen B8 or Knight E8 or something. But yeah, ultimately you're a pawn down. You're getting attacked. You're suffering. Positionally, you're busted, and yeah, it's difficult. I just want to mention as well, on Andrea's board, it's not just the fact that she got her bishop trapped, but bishop to e4, Dina. I only just realized, like, king on h7. Now f7 is undefended, so she's literally made her position even worse. Like, I'm pretty sure white, at the very minimum, can just take everything on e4 and take on f7, but yeah, Andrea, she's just forgotten that stuff hangs. Stuff hangs. So I think we're going to go down a piece. Actually, bishop e4, there's probably just bishop d1 and not much to do. She's got to sacrifice and pray. She's got to hope now to go active.
Damn, this is sad because I actually, at some moment, I had hopes that we, for real, would have 2 wins. But
yeah, me too. Especially with the clock times earlier, but now the sisters are finally starting to spend their time, but it's too late. So yeah, Andrea actually made her position worse. That line you showed, she left f7 undefended. The black king is really seriously misplaced on this square on h7. Yeah, so Andrea, not just did she play king h7, but she went queen a5, queen back to b6. So she actually lost a full tempo, full move just a few turns ago. So those things add up. Every move counts at the top level in chess. At any level in chess. And I think it was just pattern recognition, Dina. She's not familiar that the black knight belongs on e5 in these structures. Andrea. So that's a pattern she'll learn. She'll analyze this game. Her coach will tell her, and she won't make this mistake twice. She will never make this mistake again. And hopefully Alex won't put her knight on g7 ever again. As you're highlighting on that left board. Yeah. Roller coaster. I agree with Corwin in the chat. Emotionally. Yeah. So up and down for the players, for us as well.
I know, chat. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this is happening to us, and obviously, I wish updating the board would have changed the situation, but it hasn't. It hasn't. I know I should have updated the board. I know. But unfortunately, it didn't change the reality. It's so sad. And, man. 95. Andrea was doing so well. I actually was so proud of her. But she shouldn't lose courage. It's sometimes you do so many great things and then it still didn't work out. But You gotta focus on the positive. Next time, that last move, and you win. What last thing, and you win.
And there's lots of positives. She put her pieces on really good squares. She reacted really, really well to a surprise. She was actually thinking about the opponent. She was kind of predicting what the opponent wanted. She thought, bishop h6, let's stop that. But yeah, unfortunately, she reacted to the wrong threat. Bortnik thinks the position is still tricky. Should we
Let's
try
to
out?
find. Yeah, maybe the time. Maybe the time could help us.
Is it rook takes e2 or something? Otherwise, we're just a piece down.
Okay, let me update the board, making sure.
Yeah.
So where we go?
Let's take on g4. She has done, and rook takes e2. Takes e2 maybe.
You know
Queen
who's
takes. Rook
okay?
e8.
Rook e2. Well, Andrea's not gonna play rook e2. I don't think she will.
Yeah. What else? That's the problem. But is it easy for white if by a miracle Andrea finds this? I mean, even rook takes e2. You're right. Ugh, it's the boring way. I hope her opponent plays queen takes, but yeah, again, it's because f7 is hanging. That's the main reason. Otherwise, this would be a real fight. Like knight takes g4. Knight takes g4, bishop g4.
So yeah, it's just the same thing. You just gave away exchange.
But if we take with the knight first with black, sorry.
Oh, let's see if we take with the knight. Man. Rook e2, knight takes, bishop takes.
Getting mated.
What kind of miracles are we talking about in the candidates? Oh god, I feel bad.
Might just get mated. The black queen is so badly misplaced. That's the problem. She's offside. She's on the wrong flank.
Yeah.
Cut off on the queen side. She needs to be nearer her king. Again,
you know what I'm gonna
Andrea
say to you? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna speculate. I know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because I need to prove my ego or something. But when Andrea finished her game, I wanted to tell her, she was like, h5, oh, I shouldn't have allowed bishop h6, h5 was bad. And I'm like, no, it was okay. The main problem was bishop takes h6 and queen takes h6. When bishop h6 wasn't as bad. And I could feel she didn't write the correct conclusion. She didn't take the right conclusion. And then she mentioned it once again on the other stream about h5 and bishop h6. And I said, no, it's about bishop takes h6, queen h6. And then we talked, we had a FaceTime. And again, she said the same thing. And I said, no, focus on the thing that bishop takes h6 was bad. The other things were not as bad. So I feel like all these moves, obviously, she was trying to avoid bishop h6 instead of just saying bishop h6 is okay as long as I don't take. And if she had that conclusion, the right psychology, then she would not been so worried and would not have played king h7. She would have played knight e5 and bishop h6, just tell herself, okay, worst comes to worst, I just don't take it. But again, it's so easy to pretend you're Mr. Right and everybody is Mr. Wrong.
And even if you don't take it, you have options here compared to that other game that she played. Very different pawn structure, first of all, but even bishop h8, like, okay, here she can win a pawn by trading bishops and taking on b2, but even bishop h8, it's not the end of the world. Like game goes on. So even worst case scenario, like maybe this pattern isn't familiar to her either.
Yeah, I wanted to same David. I felt like I wanted to show her that pattern, but obviously it's like we have such a limited time.
Yeah, there's
that I just didn't get a chance. But I thought about highlighting this one. Like with Andrea, I always feel this responsibility that with the very few time that she can dedicate to listening about her games, it's like I have to fill in so many things. So Yeah, it's tricky. Maybe chat, you can learn that at least. Someone will learn.
Do you know what would be triggering for me right now, Dina?
Mm.
Like, Andrea's opponent keeps randomly smiling. Like, okay, she's looking a bit more serious now, but a moment ago she was like smiling, like looking off to the side, like loving life. And I think Andrea noticed it, and Andrea just for a moment kind of, yeah, for a moment she looked a little bit annoyed. Maybe it's the position that's annoying her, but yeah, the opponent, I hate it when my opponent starts smiling. Yeah, a couple of people in the chat said they noticed it as well.
David, don't you think she's smiling because she's just like a crazy chess player? Not calling, crazy particularly, but just, that crazy chess player
We all do it.
style who just talks to themselves in their own head and smiles to themselves because they're all, okay, shut up, Dina, don't say those words. And then, they're just like talking to themselves, basically, calculating their own lines.
Yeah, sometimes it's not the chess that's going on that making them smile; it's other stuff.
Yeah, just
I
thinking of
agree.
something like, yeah, I do it, but I usually smile when I see someone. I can easily smile just like, when there is someone like a friend passing behind and they say hi, so I kind of smile or just make faces, just saying bye, hi, and bye. Yeah. Sometimes I have people like my close friends, like they know me so much that they just look at me and make me faces. Like actually, I swear, Jules Musar does this all the time. He just looks at me and makes faces until I crack and start smiling. And then I'm just sitting there and smiling.
Are you sure he's making faces? That's just
He
his normal
does.
face.
He does. He just makes like this.
He's just a charming guy with very expressive, very expressive face.
No. He's out there. He's out there looking for someone to distract.
Yeah, maybe. There he goes in the camera a moment ago. Jules Musad, just as you call him out, just lurking in the background.
Another reason why chess players smile during the game sometimes, like for example, I could see Alexander Botez smiling easily. It's like you understand how rewarded your game is, your moves, and you just how can this happen? And then sometimes you also you can calculate a line and then blunder something and then realize and then get, oh my god, I'm blundering this, and then like, oh no, this is protected, I'm so stupid, and then you start smiling. There's so many reasons. I don't get annoyed, to answer your question, because I think they just smile because it's just something in their head, like they're not smiling because they think you are in trouble. But I can get why it's annoying for you.
In the meantime, I saw in chat an ask, like a request for a update on Ivanchuk. And yeah, friend of the channel, Alexandra's bestie. It looks like he's dominating his game, so he would guarantee at least a share of first prize. So at least some good news. How's Jules Mustard doing? Jules Mustard is also probably winning his game. So good news for the Botez family, the wider family. But of course, we want some results here as well. Andrea, I'm not sure what she's going to try. Alex, in the meanwhile, yeah, difficult. I can't even see a move for black, Dina. I think Alexandra, she's just got to hope for a miracle now. Yeah. Andrea just needs to muddy the waters, any cost. Like Bortnik Chess said, 18 minutes isn't that much for the opponent. 13 minutes, not that much for Alex's opponent. So still chances, mostly to do with practical play. Yeah, practical chances on the clock. Mistakes, let's hope they come sooner rather than later. It's always hope, Dina. Help me out. Let's stay optimistic somehow. I don't know how.
I actually, David, I was gonna help you out by leaving you alone. Although it's a critical moment. how is that kind of help? I
You
mean,
d-
I wouldn't be
you
living
do your thing.
entirely alone. You have Bortnik in chat if you want to have your GM conversations, buddy.
That's true. That's
How
true.
is that, chat?
We'll chat about the nuances of the Alakai, and I have a new idea on move 18 in one variation. I'll ask him about that.
Okay, maybe I should stay because now that I'm an Alicante player, I need to listen to that. Okay,
No,
okay,
no.
I'll be right back. I'll just take a chocolate, maybe coffee refill. I don't know if I need another. Yeah, coffee refill. And I'll be right back, okay, chat?
Do your thing, Dina. See you soon. And yeah, in the meantime, Alexandra's opponent, the other Alex, Alex Squared, plays a4, and that's bad news for black. That pawn is untouchable. On the left board, on your screens, rook takes a4 would now be met by queen takes c6 check, and the black rook falls undefended. So the breakthrough, she's closing in, she's going for it now. A good positional move, even if she doesn't want to immediately go for checkmate. Alexandra Prado. Yeah, just really difficult. But anyway, yeah, now chat, this is your time to ask questions about the games, about the sisters' positions, about life, about chess. Slendom asks, would I consider playing a Football Manager game, a Football Manager network game with Hammer? Yeah. You've clearly been in the chat a few times. Football Manager is my favorite game, probably even over chess. So yeah, and we all love Hammer. I hope he loves me too. I hope it's mutual. I will invite him round for dinner. I confirmed that the other day. Lives just down the road. And yeah, FM, that might be the way we bond. Primed Noob asks if Andrea won yesterday. No, unfortunately not. Although Alex is on a 2-game winning streak. Thierry Nicolas says, will I be commentating candidates? No. I'll be commentating the women's candidates the last 2 rounds. So I've been promoted. Different gig. Okay, someone's asked me to plug my YouTube. The link was in chat earlier. Yeah. Google it. When are we going to see me playing in the candidates? Oh, I missed my shot. Twice I was on the brink in the Grand Swiss. Once I needed to win in the last round, but I lost. The other time I was joint leading with Fabiano Caruana and Alireza Firouzja after 9 rounds. Penultimate round, I lost to Firouzja. I actually had a big chance in that game. He kind of blundered. I saw it, but then I missed the follow-up. And then I ended up losing. So twice I came very close. I think I came top 10 both times, but only the top 2 were qualifying. So yeah, it's always the morning rounds, just like these ones today with the sisters. Morning rounds are tough, and that's what always tripped me up. Gouda Anselmi. CCT. Wait, what? I've got a CC2 hoodie next door as well, but CCT, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed. 6'3" asks Alex versus herself. Yes, it is Alexandra at the double on the board on the left, but Alexandra Prado is the one in control right now. Candidates' predictions, no idea. It's not as fun as Formentera. Chess in the UK, yeah, there's a lot of tournaments going on. Come visit. I'm actually in Norway now, but yeah, chess is booming in the UK these days. They've got a big government deal. There's actually a big, exciting project that I can't announce yet. It's going to happen in the UK. I can't wait for. It's going to be hopefully life-changing for a lot of chess players. Whoa, lots of questions. Chess book I improve for improving. Not a lot. I can't even talk. It's these morning rounds. Chess book I recommend for improving. Jonathan Rowson's 7 Deadly Chess Sins was my favorite when I was young, just because it opened my eyes to more than just the chess itself. Alexandra Prado, meanwhile, pushes the B pawn. She's trying to break through. I actually think this is going to give Alex a bit of a chance. Obviously, black is still lost. I think it's really difficult, but white's overextending somewhat, and she's kind of gone all in with one plan rather than staying patient. So with the time ticking down, it's not over. I'm quite positive about that last move. She just takes the pawn on b5. I don't see a knockout, and if there's no knockout, then it's going to be chances. Do I coach people? One or two individual students. But yeah, I'm a busy guy, unfortunately. So I'd love to do more. I actually enjoy coaching more than anything, even more than commentating or playing. But yeah, there'll be a time and a place for that. Maybe when I'm a bit older. I support Brighton and Hove Albion to this username. What's my rating? These days, I have no idea. I'm retired. Exactly. Like, great from Curry Z. I love this comment in chat. After the game against Taye, so against the Norwegian that Alex had 2 days ago, you call it a swindle, call it whatever you want, but it's never over till it's over. She turned that game around. She was lost for like most of it and then turned it around. So she needs to take inspiration from that. It's really nice to see Alexandra not being too expressive, not shaking her head, not getting too down on herself. There's still chances. She's still alive. Okay, her opponent looks visibly nervous. Look at the camera. Prado. She's changing her mind. If she played b5, she initiated action, but she's now doubting herself and not following through with her plan. That's what you want when the opponent's clock ticks down, for them to start getting a bit nervy and indecisive about everything. Yeah, I agree with that chat. Alex should try to keep things complicated. Trades, when necessary, are fine. Black's a pawn down, but that's the extent of it right now. If the black king gets to safety, game on, game on. Especially if the black knight gets back in the game, which might be a stretch. Yep, Dr. Dave in the house. Ooh. Okay, so many questions. Sorry, guys. Overwhelming for this time in the morning. Bortning chess, gold medal in some random tournament. Yeah. I actually have my Olympic gold hanging on the wall behind me. I have been known to wear it while I sleep, so you guys are lucky I took it off this morning. Okay, Alexandra Prado, she defends her b pawn. Good move. If black could somehow get the king over to g8, like hop over and get the black knight to e8, c7, black's fine, but too many ifs and buts. Andrea, meanwhile, has saved her piece, but the rest of her position is collapsing. Oh, Andrea. If the black king was still on g8, this wouldn't have been possible. She actually worsened her position, so... okay, what is Alexandra doing? Queen to d8. Good move, good move. Still alive. Oh, I hear a lot of chat about Hammer, about Brighton Football Club. Nice. Yeah, I do live down the road from Hammer, for those who didn't realize. Warnick, yeah, thanks for plugging my gold medal. I see Dina's coming back soon, so you guys will be saved from me soon. The YouTube, it's just David Howell Chess. YouTube is literally I'm the most basic guy in the world.
All right, David and chat, this is a very important question, very serious, legit question.
Hit me, hit us.
Don't laugh, okay? Don't laugh. I need your advice. It's a life or death situation. Very important advice.
Okay.
Should I take a second coffee or not? Because if girls are losing now and I'm going to back right away, maybe like I should not, because I want to fall asleep. That's not a rose. How is it a rose? They're literally +7 each. Because if I take a coffee, it means that I believe that we are still for another 2 hours of suffering here. So it's a dilemma. I need your decision. I need your.
We make a vote. I mean,
David, you cannot help me because you don't drink coffee. But those who drink coffee, you guys know. If I'm about to return to bed because these two are just throwing their games completely, what do you think, chat?
Ooh. I mean, you know my vote, just anti-coffee in general, but I mean, after the last move by Alexandra, I think it's quite a safe bet that you'll be able to sleep in the not too distant future.
What about Andrea?
Yeah. So white's. I don't like Alexandra's last move. The white B pawn is pushing. She should have just tried to keep the blockade as long as possible. Andrea, the white rook is in 7th rank, 7th heaven, invasion. Dina.
Okay, I got it. So no second coffee. Okay, I'll just take
Don't
a
do it.
grip of chocolate because I mean chocolate also has caffeine. David, what about chocolate?
A piece or two of chocolate is forgivable. I'll allow you that one.
Let's make it me as a guilty pleasure just looking. I mean, I could have taken ice cream, but that would be a complete humiliation because eating ice cream, enjoying seeing Botes through their games being completely resigned in 20 moves is probably not the best idea.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay, I like what Alex has done on the last move at least.
I'll be right back.
Let's hope. Okay, Dina, she's got her priorities right. In the meantime, if the queens come off, there might be a chance. The white king and white knight are too far away for Alex Prado. And yeah, unfortunately, though, she's dodged the queen trade once really successfully. I think she'll dodge it again, or at least make sure it's on her terms. Coffee flavored ice cream. Wow. Why does that exist? That's the idea of a nightmare for me. Okay, Solly March. I do know Solly March. Okay, questions. Let's stay positive, chat. Let's somehow pray for a miracle and turn around, just like 2 days ago when Alex turned around a hopeless position. Do it somehow. Oh wow, chat, you're very cultured. Coffee snooze. Impressive.
They voted against, right?
Yeah, I think nobody wants you to indulge in any more coffee. Bortnik asks, could I save Black's position on either board? Or
That's a good question.
I mean, it's a good question, actually. Very good question. I don't think I could.
I'm sure Bortnik could save Andrea's position.
Oh, really?
But Alex
because he's so tricky? Or?
Because there are more pieces on the board. Alex is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Oh my
Alex's
God.
opponent's playing really, really well. I mentioned don't trade queens for white, but
you know who's gonna be the happiest to see this game between two Alexes?
Who's that?
I am being very witty, very mean, but I want to see if chat can see what direction I'm looking at.
The third Alex Bortnik. Yeah, the problem is Prado now, she's forced the queen trade, or at least trying to force it on her terms, and the white knight will get into the game if Alex takes the queens off the board, which I think she's about to. She really wants to rush. I saw her look at the score sheet. She's going to try and hustle on time, but not easy now. And we're being told off, Dina, for not focusing on Andrea's game too much anymore, but that's because Andrea's about to lose a bunch more material. Rook takes g7. Maybe we show that, like rook takes bishop. The white rook is attacked anyway, and then the both black bishops, they both fall right now. 2 bishops and a pawn for a rook, white with the attack. This is just... Bortnik, to answer your question, I couldn't save Andrea's position here anymore.
Yeah, I actually, when I was asking about the coffee, I legit didn't realize how bad everything was.
Yeah. The other board? Alexandra? I don't know. I'm not sure I could save it, but I think there's a chance. If maybe she should just trade the queens off, go king d7, bring the black knight round. It's probably over, but it's not over yet. That's a good question, though. Like, devil's advocate in the chat.
Right. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is all so bad. So bad.
These morning rounds. Wow, you guys are being very nice in the chat. Thank you. But yeah, it's all about the chess right now. And I've got to say, yeah, Prado's improved so much since I last saw her play this tournament. Queens are off the board. At least the black knight might move before the end of the game, Dina. The one positive.
The truth is, this position is even worse than the swindle that Alex had against that a Swedish journalist.
Yeah, the Norwegian journalist. Another of my neighbors. But yeah, this one is worse because she has no counterplay, right? Black has no active pieces. At least in that one, she had some pawns. She had an active king, even if she was lost. You're completely right.
I'm getting the biggest compliment ever.
Okay.
Being compared to Alireza Firouzja himself.
In what context?
My style.
Similar chess style or fashion style or?
Yeah, I swear, bro, when I was looking at Alireza, I was like, I wish my glasses were as fancy as his. Literally what came through my mind. Not I wish my chest was as good as his, but I wish my glasses was better. I mean, I have to be realistic, right?
There's this one guy on Twitter who's always kind of posting kind of links to kind of Alireza, his clothes, whatever he wears, and like the prices, and it's crazy. It's like some of the items of clothing are more than I've spent on it, all of my clothes combined in a lifetime. But yeah, he's a very trendy guy. He's a very well dressed. Who would you say is the best dressed candidate, Dina? Is it Alireza?
David, how can you ask such things? I mean, I think I shouldn't even answer. I think.
Is it Hikaru with the
No, actually,
pineapples?
now that I think about it, with his pineapple shirts, Hikaru is a severe candidate. Yeah.
What Nick thinks the arbiter? Yeah, probably.
I was thinking to myself, but again, if only we could get Alex, but I don't think we will get anyone today. But I was thinking maybe, like, yeah, to ask Alex when yeah, what decisions she regretted and what she didn't in this game. It's crazy to see how she actually came back from a bad opening start to such a great situation here. Like nothing felt better, right? Even though it's still like kind of white is better. But yeah.
But Black is fully alive here. Like, just activate your pieces, get the Black Knight back to E8. Like, she never had that opportunity in the game ever. But yeah, just trading off Black's good pieces for White's bad pieces, especially that Knight on A3. That was the start of the downhill trend. Yeah, the bad news for Alex as well, Dina. The worst news right now for everyone. Her opponent's reached move 40. More time on the clock. So now there's literally zero chance, I think. No blunders, no comebacks. Time scramble is over. Her opponent's still, what, plus 1,000 right now.
Yeah. Oh no, Andrea resigned. Oh no.
Oh, Andrea.
Oh no.
Just one blunder,
look, King
just
H7. King H7. She explains King H7. Oh, she explains. Yeah.
I think she even said she should have played knight e5. It looked like she gestured to that knight. Like she found knight e5 later, but when it was too late. Yeah, so unfortunate. Just one mistake. She played well. She reacted really well to the opening surprise, but yeah, nice to see her in good spirits and talking to the opponent though.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll join us. She did play a very strong player. I mean, Maisaradze used to be, what, 23, high 2300s?
Yeah.
Maybe more, 24.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tough opponent, tough day. Gotta work on that King's Indian though. I'm gonna put Alex Banzea on the task. Dina, going through your mind.
I'm saddened that, but yeah, I know it's like I saw this chatter. I was reading chat and thinking about what you were saying, David. I think you're right, guys. Girls probably at this point just want the tournament to be over, and I think their fuel is kind of very limited. Probably that's what happens. It's interesting to see how when Andrea does well, she salutes us, and when she does poorly, she just no waving, just close it. Who would have thought? I actually, when I was asking about coffee, legit, I thought Andrea would be the one fighting, but she decided to. Actually, I think in the earlier rounds she would definitely continue, but today she just decided that okay, I don't want to suffer anymore. It's enough. I'm done with this. Probably also respect to the fellow women's pro player. That being said, um, oh yeah, I wanted to add this. Again, it was probably too mean. It's like the reason I'm wearing glasses today is that I thought maybe the game's gonna be short and I don't have to, waste, because my contacts are daily. I don't have to waste a daily contact just for 3 hours, because I would have to remove it and throw it once the box is open. But okay, that was mean.
Thought you were showing solidarity with me.
Right.
Spectacled.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Andrea, like on the bright side, Andrea, like it's been a tough tournament for both sisters, but Andrea gains rating points. Like it's not many, but it's a couple, it's a few. And I mean, when you're struggling, but you still gain, I mean, that's a good sign. It shows you're underrated in general.
I agree. I was also thinking about it just like now. Like, chat, think about it. Andrea has lost the last 2 rounds, not because like she did anything wrong. It's just like it's crazy. She had so many points for her rating caliber and her level that she was thrown into the bulls for the last 2 rounds. It's just like it's objectively she didn't have like no one expected her to take any points in the last 2 rounds for this particular reason. So it's like she even like has absolutely nothing to lose, like really nothing to lose and nothing to prove to anyone. And this is like this literally shows how immensely strong the tournament is.
Exactly. She beat a 2100, she beat a 2000, like she beat players significantly higher rated than herself. And
I'm absolutely sure, David, she's gaining points. Like, chat,
yeah,
maybe you
she
can
is.
check that on check results, but I'm convinced she must be gaining points.
Yeah,
So,
I'm on there. She's gaining 15 before today, so today she wouldn't have lost many because she's more than 300 points outrated.
yeah.
So she'll be gaining about 10.
I think
points.
it's 400, like so that you don't like there is a minimum. If you're like 400 difference or more, then there is nothing. You cannot go that lower certain level. But yeah, that's just proving my point, chat. It's like Andrea played a fantastic tournament, and the last let's say she already finished the tournament 2 rounds to spare with a great score.
Yeah, so chat is saying she's gaining 12, so she's closing in 1900. I mean, you got to set small goals for yourself, like first step 1900, next step 2000, then it's kind of step by step. She'll get there. She's easily good enough, easily talented enough. It's just a process. Yeah, I genuinely believe all this practice is going to stand them in good stead for the future. In the meantime, maybe we refresh the board, Dina, of Alexandra to see if there's any chances at all. They do say that mistakes
you don't want
mistakes are made on move 41.
Yeah.
Fortunately, White's move here is quite easy. C6.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't even see a scenario where Alexandra could pull out her magical trick that she did against the other guy. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate part of it.
Black's rook is stuck, the black king is stuck, the black knight can move once finally for the first time in forever, but won't be able to get past its own king. Yeah, if black could get... Actually, if black could get 2 moves, if black could get like knight e8 and king d8 and get the black knight, if the black knight and black king swapped over somehow, or like at least if the black knight sat where the king sits, still lost, but some hope.
Ooh,
Yeah,
my trick didn't work. My magical trick.
it's coming. It will work. Ginger with envy is correct. White does have actually a 3-step plan to win this game. Rook a1, rook a8, knight b5 check to break the blockade. I think that's just GG, game over, but not 100% obvious. Maybe the opponent won't go straight for the kill. So we will see.
Sorry, chat, it's
camera
coming.
up in the
It's
meantime.
coming. It's coming. I never know how to refresh it.
You're better with tech than me, Dina. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, I think literally every single viewer is better at tech than me. But,
Oh, don't be that bad at yourself, even if it's
no,
true.
but we'll get the camera soon.
Lol.
Literally, like opening Google Chrome for me is hard, let alone the magic you're pulling off right now with OBS and cameras and
It's almost
different
there.
inputs.
Yeah, I was at my like
There we
on the only rest day that we had. We us in Formentera. I actually got it like invited into this Russian channel, chess channel, Russian biggest Russian chess YouTuber, chess master, and the guy was just sitting there having his own producer doing everything, and I was like, bro, not only I commentate on another channel, but I also produce it, and you're on your own channel, and you're like, you're not the one running the show. But I mean, it's like it in a way. Obviously, it's good if you can afford it, because it makes you focus better on your job. So obviously,
I mean, if you can afford your own producer every time, then yeah, it shows you've made it. You've kind of cracked the code. But yeah, it shows how multi-talented you are, Dina. You don't need that. You don't need the producer. You're a one-woman show, one-woman band, or.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so yeah, rook a1. Maybe we don't need to make any moves. Just draw the arrows. Rook a1, rook a8, knight b5 is game over. 3 moves. That might be all it takes, or one of the Alexandras to wrap it up.
Dang.
Okay, not obvious. The problem for black is totally stuck, so the white king can slowly saunter over to the queen side, slowly kind of stroll. I agree, pain chess. Dina, she's done this for 10 days. 10 days, long rounds as well.
10 days of passive aggressive yip yapping and ranting on all of you, desperately trying to teach you and making sure you understand my twisted jokes. But on a serious note, it's been an honor and a pleasure, guys. Following sisters, I love sisters. They are like literally like my sisters, and I'm honored to be here with you, with all your amazing community, and being like commentating alongside with one of the best broadcasters. I was trying to find another word, like Mr. How well themselves, and obviously amazing Alex Bonzea. Like the amount of patience that man has is just gold. Incredibly coaching both Alexandra and Andrea, and also commentating. Literally, I would text the man at 8:51. Sorry, I'm running late. I'll be there in 2. I'm calling you. And he's like, oh wait, I cannot. Last minute prep. We're revising this with Alice. We're revising that with Andrea. And then the moment I call him, he's like, oh, move on the board. What was here? What was there? And he would always be so worried, like if the prep was good or not, like if they guessed the move. So it's been a hell of a journey, and in a way, it's sad that it's over. Obviously, in the moment right now, I'm excited the games are so short because I can get back to bed. But okay, hey, who is not an egoist? out there point out the fingers as humans are all egoists. But I obviously have expected Alexander's result being flipped for that, for whatever it's worth. But on a positive note, we are gonna be back soon again, guys, because sisters are only have 1 week of rest, and in 8 days, no later than April 27th, we are gonna see them back again on the road to, I don't know what, but on the road to conquer the world of chess. April 27th to May 4, we are in Italy playing the beautiful island of Sardinia with lots and lots of seafood. That's gonna be amaze me. We are excite me for this one, and we cannot wait to rest before and refill the energies before that one comes through.
You know what the sisters, what their plans are to chill in the build-up, to recover from this tournament, to relax. It's nice to see them playing more, though. I'm very jealous on the Euro circuit right now.
Yeah.
I heard that's a nice tournament, Sardinia, and then they're playing Salento as well. Is that right? Two more
It's
tournaments.
yeah, unsure. Salento is unsure yet because oh boy, Alex.
Rook K1.
It's one unsure, yeah, but it's possible.
Her opponent's going to play Rook A8. She's spotted the winning plan. Otherwise, I really like Alex's F6. I think anything else is just equivalent to resignation, but fortunately,
oh
Rook
god.
A8. Knight B5 check is going to be the end. Handshake.
Oh god.
Yeah, her opponent played really well. I've got to say, her opponent made 0 mistakes. Like, didn't give her a chance after that middle game slip. And Dina. Okay, on to the next one, Sardinia. That'll be the next tournament.
I mean,
This
bright
one's over.
side for sisters, the suffering is over.
Yep. It was a hard tournament. Like, there were 2 of the lower seeds. And yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully the last rounds and the taste of this morning round, the defeats won't kind of linger too much, but
Yeah, the show is over, guys. Everybody go home.
yeah, and they won't want to hear our pep talks either. So, Dina, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. Even today alone, I was so optimistic. I thought we might even get 2 wins. Just it looks like they were so far ahead of their opponents on time, outplaying them, and in both games, just 1 slip. Andrea made a tactical blunder. Alexandra made a strategic blunder, but that was enough. The opponents after that were ruthless, merciless.
Yeah, I mean, I actually, for real, I wish today's we would have gotten slightly different outcome for Alex's game, but I get it. It happens. Honestly, it happens. She got, let's be honest, guys. Alex had so much luck in the round, I think it was round 8, in the round 8. So kind of, let's say today Alex got a bit unlucky in terms of like maybe just a couple of moments, because you know, chess is a lot about luck, not just luck like you blundered, you didn't blunder, but sometimes it's luck why you made this decision and not that decision. And here's somewhere this decision, this bishop a3, this slight bishop a3 have caused us just kind of the game, and I think it's luck. I think today Alex got a little bit unlucky, but at the same time, it just, you know, like, I believe in karma. So it just kind of came back to her like a boomerang, you know, if I may say so.
Maybe she's saving all her luck, all that good karma that she will be owed at some point for the next tournament in just 1 week. Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty to look forward to. It's really nice to see the girls going through like the Euro Tour, like I said, and kind of pushing themselves out of their comfort zone. I mean, they're competing, remember, against players who study chess full time, who play full time. So it's difficult. It's always going to be, yeah, an uphill struggle. But they've done well. Like Andrea gained rating points this tournament. We can't forget. Like it's been so difficult. Like, but Andrea gained rating points. Yeah, still, it's future challenges. We go forward, onward. We don't look back. Lessons under the belt as well, Dina. Lots of lessons for
Absolutely.
their mama to teach them, but yeah, that will make them stronger long term.
10 rounds and a fourth tournament in a row. That's true. Fourth tournament on the road. This was the third, I believe. Oh, going to call. Oh, great. Let's do that. That's amazing. Okay, David, too early to celebrate. We're not yet done, but I think what I think.
You're just dreaming of sleep now, Dina, but we can sleep when we're dead. We go again.
Oh, well, David, are you gonna get back to sleep?
I mean, it's like midday here now, but I'm tempted.
Yeah,
I'm very tempted.
Nothing to do.
It's a rest day at the candidates, so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, how are we going to approach this? No pep talks. That's going to be my rule. Just going to look to the future with positivity.
Yeah,
I don't know if we'll get both.
Positivity is pep talks, no?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
true.
what do you mean by pep talks? Are pep talks like trying to be considered, like trying to comfort?
I guess.
Is it a pep
I mean,
talk? Or pep talk
I'm
is
bad
criticizing?
a bit of both. No, I mean, being like encouraging while also talking about the lessons learned. I don't know. I mean, I'm bad at giving pep talks, and I've also always been bad as a chess player at taking pep talks. So, constructive criticism, that's probably right.
Pep talks are about encouragement, so then it means like that's like just don't talk about anything positive.
Let's talk about, I don't know, what the weather will be like in Sardinia, or just something random instead.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting the scene ready in the meantime for the interview, so don't go anywhere, guys. We're gonna have latest join for the interview. Yeah, lots of good stuff, honestly. Bad stuff too, but I mean, for Andrea, honestly, only good stuff. It's just not absolutely only good stuff. I mean, she literally gains ratings, so Andrea should not have any bad feelings about this. For Alex, yes. For Alex, I think with some, I'm pretty, yeah, it's like I have this theory. It doesn't matter how you play the tournament. What matters is how you finish. Oh, okay, this is Alex. What matters is how you finish the last round. So for that regard, today is definitely a frustrating thing. Okay, let's call Alex. Okay, David, I'm gonna call you in the other one. Make sure to put the cam on. There. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Dina. Hi, David. Oh my god, it's David. Of course I lose. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel bad. I even said it earlier. I was like, you've got, like, Alex has a good position. She's outplayed her opponent. And then I'm the worst jinx ever. You should sack me for good. Like, just...
and then I completely threw. I'm going to be honest. I haven't won a single morning round in like the last 5 or 6.
Like, I think morning round should be illegal. No, but I completely threw it. I was like, what the hell am I doing? But it was too late. On the bright side, I don't have to play chess tomorrow, so I am upset. But thank God the Groundhog Day of waking up every. I'm just sad because I was so close to saving my tournament, and then I just completely threw the game. But thank God we don't have to play any more chess tomorrow, and at least we have a week break until the next tournament, and then I'll review some openings and hope for the best. But regardless, you know, David, thank you for commentating. Dina, you guys as well. It's been a long tournament. Dina, you've been here every day looking at our chess. God bless you. And Chad, I really appreciate you guys as well. We'll be back in a week, and we'll be playing from Italy, so we'll have time to recoup and recover, and it'll be okay, and that's fine. Last time I lost 30 elo in my first event, and then we gained 20, so hopefully we gain some of it back in the next event, and I stop throwing. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Dude, we literally were saying the same thing. Like, we started this round with David saying, I don't remember ever winning last morning round. I hate morning rounds. And I was like, Alex, you're a night owl. And now that you say, I'm even thinking, like, did you even sleep?
I mean, I didn't sleep very much, but no, I mean, I've just been throwing morning rounds. Honestly, if it wasn't for stream, I'd just start taking a bye on the last round. But that's not a good kind of attitude. We'll fix it. We'll fix it for Italy. The second tournament is always better. We're warmed up now. We'll review our files. Losing elo again. It is what it is.
Yeah, elo is like age, Alex. Just a number. Remember, it's like once you get under 2000, it's like once you pass 30, nothing matters anymore. Oh, you still have 2 years. 1.5, babe. Don't worry.
Dina, you're terrible at pep talks.
Wow.
Damn. That's just like really depressing. I'm just trying to end the tournament on a good note after I lost, and it's like already hard to pick myself up. Anyway.
Well, look at your sister. Her rating is so low that it doesn't matter how bad she plays in the tournament, she's still gaining elo. So maybe once you become 1800, everything's gonna be positive because you're always gonna only win rating.
David, can you kick Dina off the call?
I'll try. Dina.
I'm
Bye,
like
Dina.
actually, I'm not joking though. I was actually trying to end stream on a good note. This is not what I wanted to end on. We've been playing chess for 10 days. I don't think we double down on being both like you're old and bad. No, I thought Hammer was the worst at pep talks, but I think Dina is in competition. But now I'm actually scared for the Hammer Dina commentary duo. All right, well, chat, I have nothing to say. I feel just kind of depressed now, so I'll see you guys in a week. Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye, Alex. Good luck in Sardinia. And wow, Dina, you literally scared her away.
Oh no.
What a note. What a note.
Oh,
How could you?
What have I done? What have I done?
And
oh
please,
my god. I'm gonna be
need to get rid of my big
after
head
this.
first. Wow.
I mean, I thought she liked dark humor.
It's a time and a place. And unfortunately, after a last round, turns out that's not the place, Dina. But I agree. I can't wait to see the Hammer Dina combo. It's going to be like a roast fest. I don't even know where to begin. I'll be tuning in.
I was just gonna say, don't worry, Dina. I'm a WGM rated 2100. Like it's a joke anyway. I only say that from the experience, and we're all suffering together. But then she just left the call, and I cannot even tell her that.
Yeah, you didn't even get to say that you love her and that you're proud of her and all the mama stuff.
Yeah, I was proud of her. She didn't quit the tournament after she was 0 out of 6. Okay, yeah, she wasn't as bad.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Come on.
Yeah.
But like, I agree though. Life does begin at 30, so
yeah.
hopefully life begins after this tournament. Sardinia, I'm positive. I mean, Sardinia will be a much more mixed field. Hopefully, hopefully they start well. Confidence, that's all it is. That's all it is right now.
Yeah, well, all right, guys, on this note,
On that note,
we
time to
shall
say farewell.
depart.
Shall, Dina, you deserve some sleep. You have a tournament coming up later today, so
I do,
we all send our luck.
And you, David, you've been in the office for how long? You've been in the office for what?
Yeah, like 2.5, 3 weeks every single day, but I'll sleep. But I don't know. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, I'll survive. The things we do for chess, right? It's been fun, Dina. It's been an honor and a pleasure. I'm sending all my love to the sisters, or the luck in the world for the next tournament. I'm sending you luck for your next tournament. But yeah, we need some rest. We are only human after all.
Thank you so much, guys. I must admit, when BotezLive chatted, sent a message in the chat saying I'm joining the call, I thought it was Andrea. I did not expect Alex to be so mature and like actually philosophical about this and not tilting. And it's, for me, trying to finish on a positive note, this is for me the biggest, like, how do you say, the biggest, like, justification of how actually, like, everything was worth it. Yes, because you know, we've been here, we've been having an amazing grind. Girls have been fighting for us. You guys have been following the journey all day long. It's been a long journey, but I think it was an exciting one. And I think whenever girls win or lose, it's like, it's always, it feels special, you know. It feels special following, like, someone you enjoy watching so much. So yeah, David, thank you for being here.
Pleasure, and we'll do it again soon, hopefully. In the meantime, yeah, people are probably sick of our voices, so good time to say goodbye. Cheers, Dina. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for holding my
Goodbye,
hand through this.
chat. Goodbye, Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Bye, David. Bye, all.
Bye, Dina. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.